understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We however insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations, and ready once again for the Sports Desk for the start of a brand new week. How are you, Mr. Matthews? Big up to all of you.
Yeah, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to the great listeners of Omega Radio.
You want to start?
Yeah, saw the breaking news here that maybe half an hour or so ago, Real Madrid announced the sacking of the coach, Xabi Alonso. You know, he was at Leverkusen doing wonders and went over to Madrid and he's been fired. They lost the Super Cup yesterday to rivals Barcelona by 3-2, and I think they were struggling. And when you look at Real Madrid and who they are, you could call being off the pace in the La Liga to Barcelona not acceptable. And you know, he has had some issues with some of the players. But I don't think that's the real reason. The results weren't what they expected it to be, so he's out, and a former player, right back, and a Liverpool former player as well is in as the head coach for Real Madrid. So.
There's a particular tennis story that I stumbled into last night. I don't know if you'd call it a tennis story, really. I'll go and read it quickly. Ukrainian tennis player Marta Kostyuk played a final against Arina Sabalenka. It's a pre-Australian Open tournament. And these two got to the final. Ukrainian tennis player Marta Kostyuk has defended her conscious choice to address the plight of her country during the trophy presentation of a pre-Australian Open event in Brisbane. The world number 20 did not shake hands with the top-ranked Belarusian Arina Sabalenka after losing Sunday's final in straight sets. Like many Ukrainian players, Kostyuk refuses to shake hands with Russians or Belarusians following Moscow's invasion of her homeland. In her speech at the trophy presentation, the 23-year-old Kostyuk says, "I want to say a few words." And she went into how the conditions in her hometown not great and all of that. But why would you not shake your hand of your opponent because her country invaded your country?
That has nothing to do with her.
Come on. So, what's her name? Marta Kostyuk is not shaking the hands of anybody from Russia or Belarus. No, I don't claim to be the greatest expert on international news. But clearly there is some brewing international standoff between Ukraine and Russia.
Well, it has been going on for quite some time.
A long time, something. And you as a tennis player now shake the hand of an ex-tennis player because she come from a country there. That is utter crap. This, I can't agree with this. Them should have, well, I don't know that you can sanction somebody after the event, because maybe shaking hands a choice. But this is rubbish, man. You agree or you not?
I agree, man.
Shake your hand.
Sabalenka is not a politician.
No, man.
She probably is just as upset as you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
you understand we have some cards.
Yeah, man. Hello.
Let's take the first one.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon,
Don't
Marcel.
say it.
So why never refuse to play him then, Mr. Higgins?
That may I say, you want to go to the final to win whatever is at stake. But there's so many our country invade for you and you not shake our hand. I never hear such nonsense in all, man.
That's so like the Pakistan India business there.
Yeah.
The long-standing thing there.
Why would I want to disrespect the game by refusing to shake hands with my opponent because that's something way clearly out of your control. Now, I understand that you have to use your platform. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, but you could have utilized the platform and still shake.
The
your
woman
cup,
hand.
Yeah.
Make a speech.
Yeah,
Do the
when
thing.
she was being interviewed, she could have said something.
Yeah, but
you-
refuse to
As
shake
a
the woman.
matter of fact, it has sound better.
Yes.
That's showing solidarity between the two.
Yeah,
Hello?
Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah. The boy Zidane, another masterful man of the match performance from Kohli. Boy Zidane, all if you look past Kohli, you know, you said the other day about rules to the one-day cricket and thing, you know. But this man have a 13-point gap in terms of average and plus, as me tell you, the strike rate more. You understand? So, how much Kohli will have to do to make up that disadvantage thing that
We had a discussion about Kohli.
Yeah, I don't remember for half year and year, but we had discussion about the thing there with we did discuss about the changes in the cricket.
Yes.
Yeah, in terms of the rules to make it easier for batsmen and things.
Yeah, but that's about two players that were pretty close, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah. When I brought up Kohli, I said Kohli might be a different. Yeah, Kohli might be a different.
What do you think about Viv and Kohli?
No, man, Kohli definitely would be up there, my boss. So because he has extended the gap.
Kohli average 58.
Yeah, so that no normal, and you said the strike rate is very high.
And the strike rate, and yeah, that I may look onto gentlemen.
Hey, Kohli cover everything, Kohli cover the numbers, the dominance, and the eye test. Yeah, him give everything him a give. Yeah, man, him special.
Right. So even if as Mr. Even if you want to talk about.
Remember me as a tree farmer king, over Chris Gayle, and the others.
Yeah, man. No, man. Specifically one day cricket me I talk about now.
Yes. Okay.
Me I talk about the king of one day basically. What me I look me not see nobody really like maybe they check. I think the ice. I think a 54. I have to check again. But Kohli right up there, as you say, with all the boxes you think about.
Yeah.
Right, because even if you want a man Zidane to stabilize the innings.
Yes.
If a man does out, he can do that. If you want a man to up the rate right away, he can do that. So it all to look past him in terms of one day cricket.
Sure. He's the one that can be compared to Vivian Richards for sure.
I wouldn't argue if a man said Maggie Kohli.
Right, yeah. So yeah,
yes, man.
For that. Mainly for that, as you say, him tick all of those boxes. So yeah. But the other thing is, those Zidane 6 months. But remember, Real Madrid never did do that well last season either, So
didn't they win La Liga? Didn't they win?
What is that?
Didn't they win La Liga last year?
Eh? Win La Liga?
Yes.
No, man, Barcelona win La Liga last
So Barcelona is going back to back now on them then.
Yeah, man, Barcelona win La Liga. The season before.
Season before they won. Okay.
I remember the season before them won both La Liga and Champions League, and then Mbappe come there now. And that's
this is Mbappe's second season now.
Yes.
Okay, you're correct.
And I remember me I tell you say.
No, you're correct. Mbappe hasn't won anything major yet with them.
Yes. So I tell you say Mbappe, I put up the numbers, but I say I can't blame Mbappe. Remember that you did I say?
Mm-hmm.
Because he do what he do. But the team. So Xavi Alonso me I talk about now. So what I'm saying now, what Real Madrid is doing is a continuation of last season. So I don't know how you want to fire the man based off our Super Cup. You think that because of Barcelona beat them?
Yeah, man, adds to it, man. You're losing to the fierce rivals, Barcelona. You have had issues with some of the players.
But Zidane, if Arsenal lose,
don't compare Arsenal. Don't compare Arsenal to Real Madrid now.
Well, that's true. That man is standard.
Yeah, man, it's a different. Yeah, man, different levels, man.
Yeah, but maybe just look funny say Ash Zidane. Ash because even though he lose the Super Cup, he still have a chance because like Barcelona
he could still he could still win La Liga and the Champions League this season.
This season, yes.
Yeah, kind of. So
I think they should have given, and then remember, I know that we have to look into a lot of.
it appears it appears the players are not with him, and then they know got a lot.
You believe there's problem in the camp?
I don't believe him. Vinicius Junior not get off earlier on in the season, man.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And me understand that him and Mbappe have some issues as well.
But Vinicius, but ever since Mbappe come there, Vinicius have been having issues,
No. I'm saying.
Yes, man, you're not follow the things.
No, man, I'm saying the coach and the previous coach and Junior was having issues.
Vinicius have a problem with Mbappe.
No, I'm not sure about that. No, boss.
Yeah, man, you have to check that one there, man. You have to check that one there.
I'm saying.
If Vinicius not happy, the same Mbappe are the main man for him come there.
I think that is an issue.
Well,
I think Vinicius Junior accept that Mbappe is a bigger footballer than him. I think that is an issue. That's obvious.
Then what could have be the problem with the coach and Vinny then?
I'm saying he was being substituted when he didn't want to come off in a couple of games and he
like all big players. I know him at the first.
But there's an ongoing issue, man. He was showing disdain in front of the audience, major audience, and all of that. So
Yeah,
the right thing was, and I'm understanding that the coach and Mbappe has had some issues as well. So they have got an opportunity to get rid of him.
That you have issues with the big player, then so easier.
There you go.
That let the thing there. Yeah, fair enough. But the other thing about it, though, Zidane, I personally, you see, Man U out again, and I'm gonna play the fewest games over 100 years this season.
Oh, they went out at the Carabao Cup early. They have been knocked out at the FA Cup at the first hurdle.
In the first round, and the Carabao Cup, they knocked Grimsby Town. Yes, Grimsby Town knocked them out. So there is no excuse to this.
You have to laugh. The time when I worry about Arsenal and when Roger come back and now most goal City are going to swim because talk about full United.
This is what exactly. Me glad you mentioned.
And Nick too. And Nick too is a Man U fan.
You even take over Manchester United.
Nick,
don't even take over Manchester United.
No, texting Sarks if he may come talk to us about what's going on at United. Is that who are you?
I'm sure him do that.
Yeah,
have a good day.
Yeah, man, cool. All right. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Get on the path to financial freedom. Be your own boss with City and Guilds and Distinction College certification at Distinction College. Start full-time, part-time, and weekend classes in plumbing, air conditioning, and refrigeration, motor vehicle repairs, and electrical installation. No subjects required, no age limit, no entrance test. Register this week and get free courses at huge discounts. Licensed employment agencies will assist students with job opportunities overseas. Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town, and Ocho Rios, or call 876-356-4167. Distinction College, the School of Champions.
Protecting your personal data is a priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. We urge you to use the agency's official platforms to conduct your business. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15.
High school sports are a powerful part of Jamaican culture, building discipline, confidence, and opportunity. But after Hurricane Melissa, many schools and sports programs were left devastated. Western Sports is committed to getting Jamaican sports back on track. Donate to our high school fund, and we'll add an additional 30% to your donation for schools to purchase footwear and equipment. Donate in store or email marketing@westernsports.com for details. Let's get our schools back on track together. Conditions apply.
Are you in or around Manchester or passing through? Then Yardman gas stations are must stop. Located in Hatfield, Manchester, we have good quality fuel at great prices. Yardman gas station, the fuel stop for everybody. Call 876-523-3281 for all your fuel needs. Yardman gas station is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. And we go back to the phone lines. Hello.
Rhythm Chuck.
Oh, the man that can't get anything right in his favorite sport.
Boy, may I tell you, me and my homes take a year off. Well, anyway, before we get into the NFL level, very quickly.
You think you want? You think you want? Hold on, man. Listen, about if I were you, I wouldn't get into it.
Come on, yo,
hold on,
know that.
give me a chance.
I'm gonna like because you're not gonna give me back my time and you just want to talk.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's a little troll. Hold on.
Make me do me call, man.
All right.
I can't manage this.
All right. Talk.
I can't manage
this. Me answer not my boss. Me done. My lips are sealed. All right. Go on.
Mount Salem. Yeah, man. Yeah, Gavin don't know NFL. Me know that, Zidane. All right, good. Mount Salem. Yeah, teach the world NFL to me, Zidane. Mount Salem. You see the average thing them is Higgins, when just use. To call it, be very careful of the average thing. You know why?
Why?
Because if you look at the highest ODI averages in Higgins, all of them is recent. You know, right now, Coley have a teammate, see, named Shubman Gill, where average about 57. You see me? You have a guy from New Zealand named Mitchell where average about 54. You have Baba Azam where average about 54. And all of them playing in this era. So be careful or use the average thing. You see me?
Yeah, that's a reasonable point. But the thing with Coley is that Coley has done it over 297 innings, though, Garvey.
Well, them money are going to, you know, Zidane. Because them Baba Azam do it about, hold on, so Baba Azam do it about 200 games.
No, man, it's a reasonable point to make, man. It's a really good point. That's why I never give...
Baba Azam a long time veteran.
No, man, it's a good point.
What's impressive about Coley is not just the 58 average, but it's the 93 strike rate.
I want to tell you, Shubman Gill strike rate higher than that.
Make Shubman do it for another 5 years.
There you go.
All right, Baba Azam, they're right there with him too. That me I tell you.
Baba Azam is averaging.
Darrell Mitchell from New Zealand, they're right there with him.
Baba Azam is averaging 53. No, it's a good point. I'm making that a lot of these.
Almost 54. Anyway, me jump in at NFL quickly.
Stick to cricket, man. So you sound good. It's a good point. They say a while ago that many others from this era is averaging 50s, 50.
Zidane, what is my worst take ever on this program? No, you tell me the shameful.
No, I'm saying you can't be such an expert, Garvey, and everything you just get wrong, so.
I say, come on, then me and preacher pick the same picks and get them wrong. You preacher expert. Anyway, the topsy-turvy season continues, eh? My team, let me adjust my team first. The Packers will pick to be the preseason Super Bowl champion. This team would have won the Super Bowl without the injuries to that. Me see it clearly. The game they lost on Saturday, this is the reason they brought Micah Parsons to Green Bay. They couldn't get no pass rush from the QB, and I'm sure of it to that. Being up 21-3 in that game, if they had somebody to rush the passer, no way Caleb Williams would have dropped back 48 times and not get hit by Micah Parsons. That would have not happened. So anyway, the Bears move on, the Packers are home. By the way, preacher, if you're listening, I just saw in the paper that the Packers are working out a contract extension with LaFleur, so you have to go put up with LaFleur for longer. Because anybody watching the Packers would not blame the coach of the season. It's clear that the injuries mashed them up. You know what I say to that? And that is the crapshoot about the NFL. That is the crapshoot about the NFL.
Texans
injuries affect the sport more than any other one.
Yeah, the Texans, who you also picked to get to the Super Bowl, they play tonight.
Yeah, they play tonight.
Okay. Keep your fingers crossed, because if you get this one wrong also...
Yeah. Road teams, you know what's funny, Zidane? I said road teams would win at least 4 games in this round. And they have won 3. So we need the Texans for that to happen.
You know what I mean? Didn't you have the Eagles to beat the 49ers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I told him, I'm pretty sure I had the same exact picks in the NFC.
How many games you had predicted, and what was your...
4, man. 4 this year. But guess what now, Higgins? They are gear this year, so me poor. But I say last year, me they are 10-3, and the year before that, me are 10-3, and the year before that, me are 10-3. Which one of them there, that's a give a more clear indication who give it?
Oh, it's a blip. This year is a blip.
Okay, there you go. Just like my homes. All right. Quickly. But we have some exciting games lined up for next week. The Bills are going to play the Broncos. Josh Allen, good performance yesterday. First time I ever seen them stop James Cook and Josh use him armor. Win a game this year. Normally when they stop James Cook, the Bills struggle. So he did that. You know what I mean? So next week he have a bigger game against the Broncos on the road. Several other games to come up. You know what I mean? So it was an exciting weekend. All the games are... But the thing about it, you know, Zidane, even though I got those picks wrong, if you look at the scores yesterday, all of them were decided by like 3 points. So when you do picks like that and you get it wrong, 27, 24, 31, 28, you don't really feel no way, you know what I mean?
No, man, I would feel something.
But me have a question to ask Mr. Higgins before me go, because I know him have him hype on the stopwatch, because when Garvey come around, I'm afraid, you know.
You're the man.
So him watch the clock hard. No, Zidane. This thing about Lara and Steve Smith at them best, right? Listen to this, Zidane. Scores in excess of 150. Lara, 19. Steve Smith, 12. Scores in excess of 200. Lara, 9. Steve Smith, 2. Scores in excess of 300. Lara, 2. Steve Smith, 0. So when you add it all up, you have 30 scores over 150 for Lara and 13 scores for Steve Smith.
How do you explain that? Steve Smith generally bats longer. Why would Lara have more big scores, so many big scores than he?
Because he have the talent to dominate the bowling.
No, that's not
Remember, Lara strike rate of 60. I don't know.
Here is the real question. Why does Lara with the ability to have them massive scores there, but Steve Smith still have a better average?
Mr. Higgins, the only difference between Lara and Lara has 6 knockouts in his career. Steve Smith has almost 30, almost 5 times. The only difference when only average.
Me like the point, guy, because no one know three.
Even if you look at series, Zidane scoring over 500 in a series, Steve Smith can't do them things. Lara has done it multiple
what do you mean
times.
Steve Smith can't do them something?
No.
Smith
me ever get this.
No one know why Steve Smith bats so long so often versus Lara, but he score far more or less big scores than Lara doing.
Because
and can't make as many big scores. And can't make as much runs in series either.
What's wrong with Gavi, sir?
Lara,
have an explanation.
Lara's strike rate is higher.
Yes.
He more
score faster.
So he's more destructive.
You would have to.
Lara more likely to take away a game at him best.
Yeah.
From there.
But he's also more likely to get out.
I think if Lara approach was different, you know that Lara average would have been higher.
He probably wouldn't make it as many runs.
No, but yes,
and
that's the point. So he could have gone for the average. Yeah.
Huh? In other words,
him approach cost him average to be higher.
Huh?
In Cavalier approach. Yeah, go ahead, Gavi.
So when we speak about the batsmen at their best, I can show you the scores. Not only that, I can show you
what
the
do you call their best though?
Then Mr. Higgins, now you say a man best, it means I most runs I make.
No, I never said any such.
This is not an anomaly, Mr. Higgins. We're a man do one time,
Gavi.
No, actually, I said the opposite, Gavi.
You not say I best in it?
No. All right. You said the opposite.
All right, cool.
About 4 times between last week and this week.
No bother with that. Mr. Higgins, you see if you do that, me have to make me liar, right? Let me tell you this publicly. You see if you ever come tell me about me, I tell lie for you again, you're going to hear from me in a different form. You hear me, I tell you?
Me, I tell you, say,
hear me, I say, me have money to put you under pressure, do not draw me temper. Hear me, I warn you about a liar.
Big up,
because you are the biggest liar on the show.
All right, Gavi, we got. Nobody get upset. Yeah, man.
So, people, this is about the 3rd or 4th time that Gavi has misrepresented.
Yeah, say that.
What I have said. You could have tackled him.
No, because actually we have told G-Star in the past.
Several times.
Because I remember G-Star turned it into a big debate.
With the 400 and the
400, I would tell him that we don't agree. Yeah.
And Gavi has said some other things. Where far
remember you saying that, Prasham, because
misrepresent what the facts are. But look, why the man sounds so bad. Anyway,
we go back. Hello.
Yeah, man, what go on?
Nick.
What I said? Where I said Zidane?
No, I hear about United, man. You gone out of the Carabao Cup to one look side of one with the name. First road that the FA Cup, you gone home, struggling in the league. What go on?
Where I said? Money we talk about?
Money, me want to hear you from you about, man. Your team.
Brother, no, you guys say, we don't have to talk about the obvious, you know. We're not ESPN analysts, man.
They say it's obvious United just not good.
So we're about to talk about money. Hey, listen. I'm realistic, you know. I'm not living in denial, you know. So
yeah.
You're not going to hear me. Come on. What should I say about Man U? Everybody does it.
No, but the question is a club that still is very profitable, you know? In terms of value, isn't Man United right up there in the top 3 in terms of the most valuable sporting franchise in the world?
Sure, but right now, the administration and the players that we have, you know, there's no quality there. So there's no need to talk about Man U right now. The obvious is out there about Man U. Everybody know about Man U, right?
What do you think is the problem as a Man U supporter? Why no matter how you try, no matter how much coaches are change, the fortunes of the club
basically over the years, right? If you change a lot of coaches and you're having the same problem, just like Jamaica, what come down to? The players are garbage. And that's what I've been preaching.
For 10, 12 years?
Yes, the players are.
How when Sir Alex left?
Wait.
How which year Alex left?
2013 was his final season.
So that is 12 years ago.
For example, when you go out and buy a player like Ugarte, right? Rubbish. What are you going to win with players like that? Huh? Okay. So, simply one thing. And if you keep on buying those quality players, that simply means something wrong with your administration also. Mm-hmm. Because if the club making money, I'm just simplifying it, If the club making money and you go out and buy these garbage, and also we have to look at the fact that Man U in no Champions League or anything like that. So even if them have money to buy certain top players, will those top players want to come to the club? You understand?
But the more me hear Man U people gripe, the more I realize that Sir Alex was a genius.
Genius, man.
Yeah, man. So
because all of a sudden, I buy bad, do not do this bad. Then what Sir Alex did?
His man managing skills and his way to get lesser people to do.
26 years, 13 titles. Since him left, what's the best man you has done?
But
when he left the next season, them could finish about 8, with the
yeah, man, but listen me. Again, you're stating the obvious. Sir Alex was high quality. Right? So if what Sir Alex could do, expect them little man, them little coach to do the same thing.
Yeah, but me never expect the far.
So maybe. Let's put it this way. Maybe if you give this rubbish team to Sir Alex, Sir Alex was in his prime, and you give him this rubbish team, right? Maybe him could have do a little bit better with it based on his quality.
But I'm saying if because you're complaining about the scouting and the buying of players, then I don't I follow the coaches who have can scout better and buy better, so that is a factor 1 year. Yeah, what the best Man U do since Alex leave?
I think we come second or something like that.
We come second 1 year, not in the last 6-7 years maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't expect these guys to do what Sir Alex would do, right?
Oh man, win a one title now, man. Win one in the since he left.
But that's how I go. But was it and want me come on and come do and talk about Arsenal and talk about Man U, right? Me have to talk about Arsenal and Man City now and me can't even talk about Liverpool. Because probably Liverpool and Man U probably at the same crisis right now. Liverpool a little bit better.
Liverpool are the defending champions, boss. Now compare them with what, man?
No, I mean what's going on this season.
Yeah, well. Liverpool win our Champions League.
No, me have to talk about Arsenal and if you will win by, what you say, 8 points? Eh?
7, you may say.
7.
So me have to talk about, expect me to talk about, what me have to talk about Man U, say? Eh? Man U, I'm a team, but they are rubbish right now.
Now we talk about worthless West Indies. Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, but yeah, Navel is right. We talk about.
No, me say we talk about worthless West Indies. You have to talk about yourself.
Talk about your team, man.
All right. You see, once you touch Man U,
yeah,
make you win. So
you're painful.
Yeah, you give the other side with it.
When I touch Man U. Let me talk about Sabalenka.
You're a fear, man. Yes.
Let me talk about Sabalenka, because you touched Sabalenka this morning.
Yeah.
She responded, She said, she's about Kostyuk. It's her position. What can I do about it? I don't care. When I'm on the court, I only think about tennis. It doesn't matter if it's Jessica Pegula or Marta Kostyuk on the other side. I'm on the court to give my best and fight for the trophy. I have nothing to prove. That's her response.
Yeah.
So, what may I say? I don't agree with what they're going with Pakistan or India. Or I don't agree with this because with the sporting organization like ICC and all of that, I think them take out politics out of the sports, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that basically let me make my point up.
Yeah, hold the line. Go take a break. We'll come
back. We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a no Insta, this a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Is your peace of mind protected? When it comes to your home, business, or vehicles, you deserve the best. Choose Hawkeye. From our superior scalable wireless alarm systems to our team of reliable, competent installers, we've got you covered. We offer a full range of security solutions, including vehicle and fleet management, professional guard services, CCTV, advanced alarm systems, gates and intercom solutions, and even electrified fencing. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Hawkeye today at 926-HAWK. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Michael Carrick has emerged as favourite to be appointed Manchester United caretaker head coach, according to sources close to the process. Club chiefs are hoping to have an appointment in place for when the players return to training on Wednesday. While a final decision is yet to be reached, talks are said to have progressed with the 44-year-old over the position. Carrick previously had a three-game stint as United's temporary boss following Ole Gunnar Solskjaer dismissal in 2021. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Back with you, Nick.
Yeah, man. So what I'm saying is that the governments are not allowed to intervene in the sporting organization, right? Like ICC, FIFA, and etc.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't think the players should be allowed to take politics onto the court. Right? I think they should put a stop into it, because we have kids watching and all that, them kind of thing.
I'm wondering if she shouldn't be fined because she was booed, you know. If it is written, I don't know if it's written in the rules that you must shake hands, or that's just a tradition of the game and time-honored tradition that the players do. But let's say it's a rule and she decides that she not shake hands, then for fine her.
I don't think it's a rule.
No, it's probably just tradition.
It's not a rule, but I mean, look good. You see, Sabalenka is from Russia, but I've never heard her approving the war between.
In fact, she has said that she does not support the war.
Right. So,
or her country's involvement.
You know, I don't think that was necessary on the part of the Ukraine player. So that was it. Lovely NFL day yesterday. One of the favorites them gone home. So it leave the way for Mr. Josh Allen to just go on and take it, because most of the top man them gone home. Preacher will come tell them more about it.
All right, my boss. Big up, Nick. Good call.
Big up.
And sorry to be a Man U fan for the last 12 years here, sir. Him gone. 615-2841 and or 676-6968. I don't know if it's me, but the place feel extra cold.
Yes, indeed, it is. It is.
Yeah, so ring any of those two numbers. More than likely the 615-2841 will make it more easy for you. 615-2841, and you should be able to get.
Yeah, man. If you call right now, you get right through to talk to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the lawmakers should be having a what's the name? Costume. One to think about that one, the people. Anyway, we go back on. Hello.
Yeah, man. Blessings, gentlemen. Afternoon.
Preacher.
Yeah, good afternoon, preacher.
Give thanks, man. Give thanks. It was a busy weekend. See that? See a message from you, but boy, man, tell him me inundated, brother.
Yeah, it appears. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. But yeah, the NFL playoff started on the weekend. Quite an interesting time. I think the NFL commissioner and organizers are happy people because most of the games were close games.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting games came down in some instances to the last few minutes, you know. So they're happy. Yeah. I want you guys to remember in my analysis of Green Bay Packers what I said. What did I constantly say about the Green Bay Packers?
Yes, you spoke about the up and down, the inconsistency. That's why you were cautious. Yeah, you were very cautious.
Yeah.
Yes.
I spoke about how inconsistent they are, even though they're an extremely talented team.
Yes.
I spoke about the fact that they're the youngest team and they're that immaturity. I spoke about the coaching and the fact that the coach doesn't seem to know how to navigate games that he's supposed to win. The Green Bay Packers were up by a score of 21-3 at halftime against the Chicago Bears. At the end of the third quarter, they were up 21-6 against the Chicago Bears. And the Packers ended up losing that game, giving up 25 points in the fourth quarter to the Chicago Bears.
Mm-hmm.
The coaching, as the game unfolded, became more and more questionable. Matt LaFleur, the coach of the Green Bay Packers, chose to take 2 timeouts in the fourth quarter when his team was on defense. Timeouts that he would have needed for his offense to try and go and win the game. Now, in the NFL, unlike any other sport, NFL and the NBA, you see timeouts are very important. But the NFL, your timeouts are even more important than in the NBA. Because when the game is tight down the stretch, your timeouts give you leverage in stopping the clock.
Yes.
Right? And Matt LaFleur wasted 2 timeouts. Beyond the coach, the kicker, remember I called the other day and spoke about the importance of the kicker, and G-Star called after me to say, nothing serious. Yeah, it's not that, you know? The Packers kicker missed 2 field goals and an extra point. You know, that would have been 7 points. The Packers ended up losing the game by 4 points. This is how important the misses were. He missed a field goal at halftime, just going into the half, which would have made the Packers go up 24-3. Fine. He then missed an extra point at a crucial point in the game, which would have put the Packers up by 6 points. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He then missed a field goal, which would have put the Packers up by 6 and forced the Bears to score a touchdown to win the game or go up by 1. In missing that field goal, the Bears ended up going up by 4. And so the Packers had to score a touchdown to win the game. Had he scored his field goal, a chip shot, 44-yard field goal, the Packers would have only need a field goal to win the game. So you see, this sport, the NFL, all of the components have to come together for you to win and for you to win consistently. No matter how great your quarterback play, Jordan Love played almost a great game. I would have said perfect game. He had 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And he still lost the game. His defense gave up 25 points in the fourth quarter. So, tough time. Garvey says the Packers are his team. Did I hear him right?
Well, he said that, but I think he meant his pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Is it from Garvey start pick Packers? I should have known, you know. I should have known what was coming.
Well, what's the game? What's the game like for you tonight? Steelers, Texans, because he has Texans as the team that will go to the Super Bowl as well.
All right, so the Texans are top 2, I think, in terms of defense, if not the number 1 defense in the league right now. And it's going to be rough for Aaron Rodgers going against their pass rush, because they can rush 4 players and put 7 in protection. So he's going to have to get the ball out very quickly. The thing about the Steelers, though, that I think will work for them is that they get back DK Metcalf, who was suspended for 2 weeks. And he is a quality wide receiver. And with him back, I think he will open up opportunities for other wide receivers on that team, like Scotty Miller, Marcus Valdez-Scantling. So Aaron Rodgers, the wildly veteran and experienced quarterback, will know that he has to be getting the ball out very quickly. And the Steelers' defense, I think, is going to show up big tonight, going up against the Texans. I think the Steelers' defense are going to surprise some people and really put C.J. Stroud under a lot of pressure. I actually have the Steelers winning this one at home tonight.
Let me ask you this, Preacher. How comes Texans have a better record, but the Steelers play this game at home tonight?
Because what the NFL does is they reward divisional winners. So if you win your division, regardless of your record, you get a home playoff game.
Okay.
Right? So even though the Texans...
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, do you know?
No, I don't. And that's one of the things I think they should probably adjust. Yeah. I think at the end of it, when you look at the playoff, you should put the best teams in the playoffs. You can give the divisional winners a playoff spot, you know. But if they're going up against a team with a team with a better record, that team should get the home game, regardless of the seeding. You understand?
Yes.
The seeding kind of misrepresents how you perform during the year. Because a team, for example, can be 11 and say 6, and you are 9 and 8. And because you won your division, you get the home playoff game. When they, over the course of an entire season, would have played better than you overall. Yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah. So that is it. Steelers for me tonight. It should be another interesting encounter. An interesting fact, the Steelers under their current coach have never lost a Monday night game at home.
Yeah?
Never.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's see.
All right, Preacher.
All right, Preacher.
Big up.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Man. Let's see what that turns out, because Garvey does have the Texans to win this game. I know Preacher said has to have the Steelers. Let's see. All right, we'll take another break. We're coming back.
Overseas and locally with City and Guilds International Skills Certificates at IIRQ Academy. In 2 to 3 months, get qualified in welding, fabrication, and pipework, carpentry, construction, painting and decoration, and plant maintenance. No subjects required, no age limits, no entrance test. Register this week and get 2 subjects for free. Online face-to-face evening and Saturday classes begin very soon. Starting soon at IIRQ, 9 to 18 months, advanced diplomas and associate degrees in motor vehicle repairs, electrical and electronic engineering, and logistics supply chain management. Call us at 876-322-4029. Visit us at 32 Hope Road, Kingston, 1 Perry Road, Montego Bay.
Traveling to or from Jamaica? Do you need an airport drop-off or pickup? Need a tour? Or do you need a vehicle for rental? Then Karen's Car Rental is the place. Located at 14C Cargill Avenue, Kingston, Jamaica, or 36 Bustamante Highway, Maypen. We have the most reliable and affordable rentals, SUVs, pickups, buses, and cars. Call 876-574-6210 in Kingston and 876-578-2178 in Maypen. Karen's Car Rental, proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You call and we deliver.
Is your peace of mind protected? When it comes to your home, business, or vehicles, you deserve the best. Choose Hawkeye. From our superior scalable wireless alarm systems to our team of reliable, competent installers, we've got you covered. We offer a full range of security solutions, including vehicle and fleet management, professional guard services, CCTV, advanced alarm systems, gates and intercom solutions, and even electrified fencing. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Hawkeye today at 926-HAWK. Hawkeye, securing what matters most.
Listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so it's the going up towards 2 o'clock, the first hour coming to an end. The numbers are 615-2841. We go back online. Hello. Yeah.
Ah, we good on.
Ears. Ears, what you say?
What going on, big man?
Well, good on Mount Pleasant yesterday, boy, and get a draw. Good match.
Was that a good result or only disappointing?
Oh, no, we can't disappoint. No, Mount Pleasant. No, we can't disappoint.
Mount Pleasant has been the most dominant away place to go to in the last 2-3 years in a JPL football. Is that good draw? And 9 love them give away last season, you know.
9?
Yeah, then and 9 point them take out last season, you know.
Oh, so you mean?
Oh, you mean? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, because for a while, me think you said you get 9 love.
No, man, 9 point them take out last season, so we just going 4 off of them now.
Oh, so they beat them already?
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat them early and get a draw.
Okay. I think one of the second of the ranking behind Moby, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
by 3 points. Yeah.
And around 5 match to draw now.
Yeah, we need to start turning some of them draw then now.
Yeah, that's real.
That youth have played the number 10 youth where get called up.
Nikai Ellis.
Nikai Ellis.
Yeah, number 10.
In play?
Yeah, man, in play. In come on now, second half.
So the players who are called for this camp are allowed to go back and play for them Premier League team.
Him come on yesterday night second half still, but he never really come on with for pressure because we really have the game under control.
Okay.
I want to say we get a lot of injury because we have one of our left back, Aaron, he get injured and we have to make a post change. And then Chev with number 8. The man I think Ming the captain pay Mountain and them collide and we have to make another post change. So and Marco went down too. So we have to make another post change.
Oh. Who scored first?
Tajay, and today birthday today, Tajay granted.
Oh,
yeah,
so Mount Pleasant scored first.
No. Mount Pleasant scored first. One of the Asian signed, one of the youth from Haiti, I think he scored.
Oh. I want to find the equalizer what stage of the game.
Yeah, sure, Tajay. You know how top striker, he gone 8 goal now, and then today birthday, you know me have to understand.
Yeah, big up. Is your school Tajay Grant you used to play for again?
Tajay usually play for JC.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and the keeper said, me now big him up on my call. And I tell him, I go and go the keeper. I go and go.
Where the keeper name?
One you from Trinidad.
Oh.
Keep.
Big up the racing keeper, I mean. Big up the team, second place.
Yeah, man, big up the team and the management team as usual. Understand? So, everybody, all the injured man, them get well. The next match on Wednesday against, I think, Treasure Beach at home.
3
and
points.
Home record, yeah, man, our home record really good. So we welcome Treasure Beach and we are welcome 1 3-point team.
Over the last 30 years, or since we start this relegation and promotion are going from ever since, right? But in the last 20, 30 years, what has been the shortest span of time for a newly promoted team to win the league? Anybody know? Because you've been in the league now, what, 3 seasons now? Or 4?
Yeah, 3 seasons. No, 3 seasons now.
This is your 3rd season?
Yeah.
Has any team won it in the last 30 years in them 3rd season or earlier?
to be interesting to know.
Yeah, we call it foundation man, them like a shipping port.
One of them, man. Anybody will listen now can tell me that since, let's say since the turn of the century, since 2000, what's the best, the team that we have win? What's the best? How fair is it now? Has there ever been a team that won the Premier League? Or which is the team that has won the Premier League the earliest after they get promoted? Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, but how long Mount Pleasant in the league now?
Mount Pleasant never in third season, man. And longer than that before them win.
Okay.
And longer than that. I would think at least maybe 5 years before Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
But I wasn't talking about a team like Mount Pleasant. Although now that you put it that way, they would have to be factored as well. May I talk teams who struggle with resources.
Yeah.
Probably I'll 10 years at the shortest time, you know.
I think it's 2017 Mount Pleasant came into the league. You know.
At 2017 and then win last year.
No, they won.
Okay.
It's back-to-back Cavalier, you know.
So they would have win
the year before that.
Yeah, so probably 5 years.
Yeah.
All right, me tell you still, as usual, me just a big up the whole team, management team for racing, that's it. And me I go and listen to the program. Big up on yourself.
All right, Sir Racing, I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. You know me have a little soft spot for the racing team. Yeah? Having seen them a couple of times, it's not no fluke, you know, people, why them doing so well in the league. Them genuinely play ball. You ever watch a football game and you in the stands, you are picking the passes before they make? I have watched 2 racing games where almost everything I think the man on the ball should be doing or attempting to do, them are do. So it's a very well coached team. Patrick deserves a whole heap of credit for how he might get that team here play. That's Anthony Patrick. So let us see. I don't want to jinx them or overtalk them, but them genuinely play some good football. By our own standards. How is staying on, Cat? Back on line. Hello.
Afternoon.
Afternoon,
both of you, Arville and Zidane. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, man, a Pepperlight caller, you know.
What a Pepperlight caller name?
Yeah, man, a journeyman then call me, man. But me listen all the while, man. I learn from the program, you know.
Yes, journeyman. Big up.
Yeah, man. I just 3 issues me want for just highlight. I just get a, opinion. Just put forward, quick and fast. The first one was listening to the West Indies captain of the last Indian tour. What's his name again, Arville?
Rastan Chase.
Rastan Chase, yes. And I was listening to him, and he was giving a post interview after the Indian series there. And he was saying that the present debacle that the West Indies batsmen are now facing, primarily when they come to test, you know, and probably not in general, but he was more emphasizing on the test. He was saying that the pitches that were set in the farmer years, farmer time coming up, they were mostly batting pitches being set. No, they are not longer. That's not longer so. As we speak now, that's not longer so. Over the last few years, that's not longer so. So that he was saying that has primarily affected the batting, you know, or batting, you know.
He's saying Caribbean pitches are more difficult now than back in the past.
Yes, because he was saying that they were primarily set for batting.
Back in those days.
And that format has changed.
No, first of all, I don't know that statement to be true.
I'll get your opinion on that, more so as a cricket guru.
I didn't hear that statement. I hear him talking about infrastructure generally. But as for pitches being better for batting in those days and now, I don't think that's why we are lose.
Okay, yes, but all right. He was saying that the pitches they're now sitting. They're now, yes, repeating myself. He was saying in the years gone by, in the Caribbean, West Indies pitches were more set for batting. So
why were we so successful as a West Indies with the fast bowling?
So
if the West Indies, if the pitches in the 80s were more batting friendly, then why were our pacemen so successful against visiting opposition?
Okay, I hear you.
You get what I say?
Yeah, that's a pivotal question.
We couldn't be setting pure batting pitches and holding our Roberts and Ghana, then you sort of wreak havoc when teams come at Jamaica, come in at the Caribbean.
Yes. He didn't use zero theory, he just said that they were more set for
batting. No, I agree.
And now, as we speak now, that is no longer so now. So when you go out there, so because they are not over the years gone, these present batsmen now are not brought up on those pitches. So that's why they are struggling so much when they go out, whatever. And all right.
I'm not saying that the wickets probably are not, because the truth is we have set some pitches in the last few years where I think the balance get too fast bowler friendly for true. But I don't think that's the real reason why we are lose for as long as we are lose.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for that perspective. The second one now, not doing up a poor smart on our failure to qualify, but listening to another program, not the program down the road, just after they failed to qualify. It was an early morning program. I think that after everyone was feeling so down on that station. I don't even know the station. I was just turning and hear the program, one early morning, and then a caller was saying to the host that, the caller was putting forward some information, and as I speak about information, I will always talk about, authenticity and information, the authenticity of it, whatever. So he was saying that to the host that Curacao had beaten us in the past, in a Gold Cup qualifying in a Federation.
I can't remember. You remember Zidane?
Yes, and also junior teams. So if that information is correct, the point I'm making,
Curacao beat us in what?
He was saying to the host that Curacao has beaten once in the Gold Cup qualifying and a Federation Cup, whatever, and also beaten our junior teams, or one of our junior teams. You understand?
No, I can't remember that in recent time.
Okay, that's why I called to see that information is correct, because if so be the case, when all of us were saying that, boy, it's a soup and whatever, and then if we have that information, I didn't hear that information on any other, programs, whatever, on this one, and whatever. So, and when all of us were saying, boy, confident about Curacao, whatever, although to be honest, Harville didn't sound so overly, confident, whatever. He always kind of a bit reserved in his opinion.
Harville?
Harville, I was saying, you're a bit reserved.
When Mr.
No, man. I'm saying you're a bit reserved. You're so overly, as most of us in regard to.
Oh, so no, I said it straight. I said I don't trust the reggae boys.
Yes, man, that's the point I'm making. So listen to you at that point in time. You were a bit more cautious than most of us out here.
Yes, man.
And you were...
No, Harville still pick with for beat Curacao.
No, man, yeah, but...
no matter how you're sounding, we still... Well, I will lose the money.
I did expect them to win, but... like when you expect West Indies to be...
yes.
Nepal... But me would have bet a Hannah Banana, but me wouldn't bet a last.
Yes, yeah, man, not interrupting. I will pick for him, but me say he never over so confident as Zidane, as you Zidane. Yes, and
all of us still get it wrong, my boss. No matter how confident it sound. Or not, you still pick Jamaica for beat Curacao past stadium.
But when I raise the point, because I hear that call, I mention get that into information.
No, I don't think we have played Curacao very often in international football. I don't know about that.
I don't really often, but what you could do is
no, but I don't remember
research. I don't remember if it is true.
Yeah, I don't remember us playing Curacao in the last 3 years or so. Think about it.
We'll do the checks.
You can check out for it if
head to head with Jamaica.
Let's see.
So the point I'm making, if they had beaten us once or whatever, or twice already, we probably wouldn't be also.
You see, because I remember every single game we pretty much played since Parla and Tapa. I can't remember any Curacao matches.
What if it was before that?
Yeah, a long time that.
Must be a long time then. Yes.
All right, but I want to look at
We'll do the checks.
Yes, and last of all, this is the last one. Not just to say that in regards to the caller Dwight Chateau, I'm just saying that, in my humble opinion, in contrast to what, some of us would say out here, or whatever, I think he brings some value to the program, I believe he brings some value to the program, and I don't think, we should have put him down like that, He brings some value to the program. It's just that, it's that, it's just an attitude in giving, the host, time to respond and to talk, That's the, but overall, I think him brings value to the program.
I think so as well. But
sometimes in life, when some of us reason above, above levels, others will say, boy, we talk foolishness or whatever.
All right. I'm seeing 6 meetings here. 2 wins apiece and 2 drawn games.
With Curacao?
Yeah.
Why you call them Curacao though?
It's Curacao.
Yes. 2 wins.
Yeah, 2 wins apiece and 2 drawn.
And when were those 2 wins for them over us?
All right, so I'm seeing one June 26, 2017. They beat us 2-1.
Yes.
And then July that same year, on the 9th, we beat them 2-0. And obviously, you see the two recent ones.
Oh, so they beat us once or twice already?
No, they beat us once before, and that was way down in 2017.
And but then beat we not this campaign.
Yeah, but you know that, so you start.
That would be the second.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying I can't remember what playing them on the algorithms and all. So it was 2017.
Oh,
I think this was Tapper would have been the coach then.
I was referring to Angrim, but that was overall that they had beaten us once or whatever.
Yeah.
So because all of us were clamoring and say super, whatever, they never beaten us. So if we have that information, probably we'll be considered much more be guarded.
No. No, sir, you want to make a difference.
All right, so let me hear you.
Yeah.
And secondly, on that point, why didn't we have a plan B for CFAS? We knew that they would have done the homework, and CFAS. But it seems like going to the match, they have a plan B. When they double mark called CFAS, it was a plan B.
That's a good point. That's a really
it was a plan B. You should have expected that.
Because against Curacao, I'm not surprised that CFAS wasn't as impactful.
Yes.
Because as I said before, and people think they may have fight against CFAS, that when teams sit back deep and are very good at it, CFAS is going to struggle. He does well when it's like when Trinidad wanted to win the game and the game was open, he might kill you. If as a matter of fact, me think CFAS is likely to do better against Mexico and USA than a team like Curacao. It sounds strange, but the way him fast and dangerous in on the counter attack with space in front of him.
Yes,
America and when we play Canada and USA and these teams, they're come at us because they think they're a bigger team than us, which they are.
Yes.
But when the team them sit back, he doesn't have a lot to offer.
Yes.
When the team them sit back deep.
I always want to play plan B for him. All right, thank you so much for getting me out, man.
All right, pick up yourself, my boss. Thanks for the call.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a break. We're coming.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. And it's time for a quick musical selection. And it's brought to you by Omega Radio Sports. And this one is from the legend, Garnet Silk. Music is the rod.
I wanna share something with you. Oh God, wanna share something with you. Yeah. Music is the rod and we are Moses. Yeah. Leading God's children to the promised land. Music leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes, preaching and comforting of the Father's command. No use in trying to compromise the truth. Our eyes are open, we're taking our youths to the land of our father, Mama Africa. Prepare yourselves, tell it to your neighbor. Music is the rod and we are Moses. Leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes, preaching and comforting at the Father's command. Striking the rock, making true love flow. Oh, that flowing love is what we need to go. With this, things can only be better. Setting the foundation for the future. Music is the rod, and we are Moses, leading God's children to the promised land. Music is the voice of his brother Aaron, yes, preaching and comforting at the Father's command. Music is the rod and we are Moses. Amina, leading God's children to the promised land.
All right, so that's Garnet Silk with one called Music is the Rod. And we are Moses himself. All right, so that's Garnet. That is the first of two selections. The other one comes up in about an hour or a little less than that. We go back online. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Arvil.
Yeah.
Zidane.
Yes, sir, P.
Yeah, Arvil.
Yeah, man.
The West Indies name them World Cup side.
No, me not hear it yet.
Okay, I hope Chase not included.
No, man, Chase, you can't leave Chase out there.
Ruston Chase, I think he's there. Was that team was named earlier on a professional team?
Me not sure.
Yeah, man, I think he was named in the team.
Yeah, Arvil. That included Police and Treasure Beach. How many teams inside the Premier League?
It's 12?
14.
14.
14. So exclude the Police and Treasure Beach to the 12.
Yeah.
How many of them Duki don't never coach it? You can't tell me?
No, sir, I can't tell you after that.
All right. But let me ask something. Prior to the ending of last year, you mentioned so you would get either Michael Caine or Solomon Sharp on the radio for half hour people must call in. But the time when Michael Caine was supposed to come, there was some technical difficulty within the station and it couldn't and it never happened. You can't get one of them one day?
As long as there is a demand for the horse racing.
Yeah, because what happened, Narville? No, it's Jamaica racing. It's 1.25 quarter mile. That is for a 2 year or 3 year old. The St. Leger and the Works. And one race, the Derby is 12 furlong. But, you know, first time we used to have even midday races, we have mile and quarter. The furthest race apart from those three, you know, is 9.5 furlong. We used to have even 2 mile the Caribbean Cup race and the fan appreciation day we have 11 furlong. But now we don't even have a mile and quarter apart from the 2 year old.
Okay.
Right, so I want to know why they will just be the ass and just go 9 furlong and not distant runner. The next thing again, Avil. The last shipping port call on the radio.
You know call last week at some point?
No.
I never hear because I think it was the 10th and the 11th.
Last time was in December.
Around the 11th of January. December, I call and say something must have wrong with Nautical Star. A shipping port somewhere watch her. I mean say the whole Jamaica must say disappointed. A shipping port somewhere watch her. Him sorry for me because he's an elder, me don't know not more race last. The following Tuesday, the trainer say him don't know what happened to the ass because they carry out 4 tests for the ass, blood tests, urine tests, and sample tests. So I want to know what shipping port officer about that because I knew they said that, you know, after the race, something must have gone wrong. A 4 tests them carry out for the ass. So it's for confirm what I said. Something must have gone wrong with the ass. Why the ass run so bad?
Shipping port, they rule out the sick theory why him perform so bad.
Eh?
Shipping port didn't feel like nothing wrong with the ass.
Exactly. But the trainer say a 4 tests them carry out for the ass. The hours after the ass run, you know.
Yeah, but did the test find out anything?
Well, he never said that, but him said them carry out some tests.
But if you carry out tests, I don't find nothing.
No. What I'm saying, him never said tell me the result, you know. Him said what happened after the race, they carry out some tests. Him never say
but may I say, as long as the tests don't come back with anything, shipping port not wrong?
No, that's what I said. Him never talked about the result, you know. The man said he was a bit concerned.
No, man, me hear you, know.
Yeah.
But so, I'm saying, you are saying that the mere fact that them test the horse and do whatever mean that there was something wrong with him for real.
Right. Well, the point is,
I mean, I say until the results come back and
okay. The performance, where they carry out the test. Well, I don't quite remember if they had said if the result come negative or positive, but I know the trainer said they will carry out tests based on the ass was working and the performance.
Okay.
Right. So I don't quite remember if they had said, you know, the result came negative or positive, but there were tests done because the trainer and the connection was surprised how the ass run.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, if you get Solomon Sharp and Michael Kane, one of them did it.
All right, so if the horse racing people want a half an hour, one of them evening here with one of the luminaries over Caymanas Park, it can be arranged, but we don't want to just miss a pay alone. Want that. Because you want as many horse race callers, if you may call it that, to express an interest and we see what could happen. Back, Miss B. Miss B said we go back.
Yeah, they're going to name this squad after the Afghanistan final game in the series against Afghanistan. I think that is the 22nd of January.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't let Rasta out of the details.
No, they're going to pick Rasta.
Yeah.
They're going to pick him.
All right, with that we take a break.
We're coming.
Protecting your personal data is a priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. We urge you to use the agency's official platforms to conduct your business. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all Track and field teams, are you ready? Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. Whether you're a beginner or a record-breaking professional team, Western Sports has to be your first choice for everything track and field. Visit Western Sports in Kingston, Ocho Rios, or Montego Bay. Western Sports, the sports people.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom done with honor and respect. We understand we'll be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, 615-2841, 615-2841. We go back on that.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Street youth.
Yeah. So come like you think I echo so.
No, it's not. It's not echoing.
You get no feedback?
No.
No, man, you're good.
You get no feedback?
No, we are not. We are hearing you clearly.
Oh, well, I guess so like it yeah, really.
Yeah, what's
Me, I'll be like, first me I talk to you for the manager for
From which man drop out again?
Donald.
Oh, Oliver. Yes. Boy, that's sad, boy.
I tell you, it's terrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
Oliver do some football work. I think in a early or mid-December. You know?
Yeah, I'm seeing down here and when it starts just blowing, like.
Yeah, because he has a podcast and he was doing some features on the hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh, bad it was, yeah?
Yeah, man, me did see down here, man. Yo, the man left a mark a little time in left there now.
Yeah, man.
He how him deal with coming chip on football.
No, man, clearly one of the best we've ever had.
Yeah, man.
As a TV football commentator. You can't take that from that.
When a man going on the business at 18, you know, because me understand, same leave straight to high school and went to work at RGR, so you know, that man is always never going to be normal, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm passionate that media thing was in passion from a long time. Yeah.
Zidane, you know, Zidane, if you say, if a coach like Pep or Jurgen Klopp or any one of them top coach them, have a youth like FIFA, see? And if we all them set up them teams to play, you don't think you'll get more time?
Well, man, that's what the better coaches do, man. That is a rhetorical question. That, you know. The reason why we rate them highly, you know, is because they find ways to implement system to ensure that the players that they have, you get the best out of them. Yeah. Of course, they would find a way to get more.
Oh, me know say this man already where we just fire. Zidane, you play ball? Yeah, you play ball. Zidane, you know, me, you would have called me a utility player. I can play almost anywhere on the field. I not keep though. But I just not play there like I feel start. I understand the role. If they put me a wing back and the coach say want me to do this, I want me to do that, I understand. Because I'm smart for a football field. 95% of the ball me playing and hate me. And I promise you. So now show you say, maybe I watch the match I stay there. Zidane, this is a coach I never heard him. And see if us probably me don't know I'm young. Zidane, nobody can make me para. You say your plan say you have to make me out again, you have to go come play defense with me. Now. You have to go come play a wing back with me. You have to go come play midfield because I'm not turn up and take no man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mash up your whole all the way you have planned because it was so obvious the curious man them come. Plan out see.
It's not even because they kept doubling him up indeed. But what was the plan? Because that means that there were other spaces within that field, you know. Did you see the coach doing anything to exploit that particular space?
No. And guess what? Me now as the coach of Car Keepers and say, look here, you see two of them do this. Before so, we make the attacking midfielder I go drift to your side or your competitor. So them are going to have. Remember, I you them are watching.
Yeah.
So anyway, upon the field you there, I you them are watch.
I still didn't understand why we were playing with two defensive midfield players for so long in a game that we had to win. That was strange.
You know that me tell us and say, yo, no brain never, no thought never in the thing.
And
Nobody
then,
never
and then Kaim Dixie being brought on ahead of Whisper. It's actually the fans them start screaming for Whisper. I don't think he was planning to play Whisper at all, you know. And Whisper
No,
came the
man,
closest to giving us something in that second half, you know, when he
Coach,
almost
no,
won a penalty.
him-
If it was a
him
Favar,
not-
if it was
him-
Favar Republic and a World Cup, you know, VAR didn't exist, you know.
the coach do what him do. There is nobody would have tell the coach said this.
Yeah, it's true, man. The coach.
Yeah, man, the coach, yo, Zidane.
But
remember-
are we surprised? Remember that the man used to coach England and never qualify for one European Championship, you know. England not qualifying for
Yeah.
Euros with them big ball of them.
Always have quality, I not qualify. He not good, he not, no, me see why.
Yeah.
I never want fluke.
Yeah, he's not that guy.
No, Zidane, remember, you know, if a man and me, you know, and me go up at the front, therefore me go draw two more somebody with me over this side. Where them go come pack up. So anybody else goes for me, left from empty space I go left. I mean never see that.
True.
Harville, Mr. Sajabis play some ball in Harville.
Who?
Like, me could have tell us, say, me see them play some ball against Portmore.
Eh.
And me see them play some ball against Racing. Harville, watch some game in Cheddar Beach, you know. If Cheddar Beach have a striker from the name Porter. I say if him there score a goal, I lead him go score already. Not even half in I see.
Man say if him
Ask
there
any
score,
team I play
man say,
against-
man get
ask any
himself
team
in a good position.
Yeah, ask any team I play against Cheddar Beach. But Cheddar Beach striker, how much goal he missed with it. Racing when they hype up. He might only want to score 3 easy goal, but me not talk about goal. Me not talk about difficult. Me not talk about chance in a goal, me I say.
That's it. Inside the 18-yard box with time and space.
Everything does a look at one time. We keep a lot of give man a ball, he man have the empty goal, just calm down you to pass the ball that goal. Yo, this is why man get 3 easy chance against the same Mullines when them play down and steps, you know. And the game just 12 man score the hardest goal out of 4 goal when you get it. See that?
Yeah, a striker
No,
problem.
man, you see we are Cheddar Beach player?
Yeah.
If they have a striker, then they right up a race in there further. Make it put more man and miss a ball every team. And say, yo,
Who's the coach of Treasure Beach?
the youth used to coach man. When name?
Oh, the one.
I knew when he cup with BB Coke.
The one that Speedfire?
Yeah, one left with left kind of office.
I left him left for a Speedfire.
I don't know, you know, but him did a bad from day one. So, like from me up and speed, him never have a problem with that. So, I didn't know either him I go left.
Yeah.
But probably he does take it for your car. Probably he have in contract, you know. I want a smart piece of it. So, probably he does say contract to get him pay out. So,
It's a coach that have some time for him.
I want to look a birdie and tell me say I go back. So, I don't know. Speed must be gone here.
Speed have too much things, man, for do, man.
Yes, so Speed gone and him gone back.
Why would anybody hire Speed to be anything at any school? With
Me don't know.
Speed being the owner and technical director of Cavalier, head of the technical committee for the JFF, a director on the JFF board. Speed have too much things for do for you would think Speed ever do.
Zidane, it's Manu and KC, them are some powerful old boy.
I think they made that.
And they need success like tonight. So Zidane, if me can guarantee so Zidane come give them success in my Harvey against you know, they palm bread, you know.
Yeah, but while Speed maybe have the quality, but does he have the time?
No, that me I say, sir. And that me I tell you now, sir, man, all boy them now, me plan to put in a time and build a program, you know. And tomorrow them want this thing, you know.
Oh.
Yes, tomorrow them want it because them have so much money. They have so much clothes.
And they got knocked out. They got knocked out in the first round. The irony.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, I tell us, I saw them stay. So, if me can guarantee them Harvey against Zidane and come give man no success tomorrow, get the palm bread.
Yeah.
Because them have it. A program of heart, we have done a steps in a mentality get past them. If I the money man know them not sweep every year.
You have a look at change too, man.
Oh.
No stats?
That you like you talk you look at change, you know, compared to Manu.
All right.
I be a giant of a Manu, one man a Manu can finance two
Yeah,
team in
man.
a man.
I saw me here, man. Big up yourself, those street you. I feel leave it there. I saw me here.
All right.
Yeah, man. Cool. Thanks for the call.
Okay.
Yeah, man. We'll talk again.
All right, so that's the great street youth. We go back in line. Hello.
Hello, hey guys, how y'all doing?
Dangerous in 5. Good afternoon.
This is good.
Dangerous in 5, the most credible voice in West Indies cricket on this program. How you guys doing today?
Not too bad.
All right, cool. Now, Zidane, for last week, every single day last week, I was able to bring a new piece of statistic on the air to show beyond a shadow of a doubt that Brian Lara is a far better batsman than Steve. Is a better batsman than Steve Smith. And the numbers are also compelling, batsman, but by the middle of the week, you hear me start saying they don't even deserve, Steve Smith don't even deserve to sit in the same room as Brian Lara because Brian Lara is better. See? Now, one of the big things I had to push back at is this narrative that people like Lara, because he's a prettier batsman. You hear them say it from time to time, not true, Zidane? Yeah, that is a prettier batsman. And I really had to put in the mind, I really had to put it out there. Big man, that is untrue. For every 500 runs that Lara scores, Steve Smith only scores 475 runs. Now, today, I want to just put one last cherry on top to that. I've looked at how these players bat in different innings during a cricket match, and this is what I found. In the first innings of a cricket game, Steve Smith makes 4 runs more than Brian Lara. Albeit against weaker bowling, but 4 runs more. In the second innings, Lara makes 9 runs more than Steve Smith. Third innings, Lara makes 7 runs more than Steve Smith. And fourth innings, Lara makes 7 runs more than Steve Smith. This is against stronger bowling. And this is as the wicket is deteriorating. So, not only is Brian Lara a better batsman, overall batsman, but he separates himself from Steve Smith even more as the game matures, the game gets more intense, and the wicket becomes more difficult to bat on. Now, Zidane, days we are talking about this, about 5 days we are talking about this, right? Am I not 5-0 up on this debate?
5-0 up.
5-0 up on this debate.
All right, sir. I hear you.
Serious thing. No, there's something else I want to mention, and it's a very delicate thing. You have heard me say to you guys that so me have some clientele that me sort of want to come on the show. By the way, Mount Salem, again me I say, Mount Salem, give me a call, man. Give me a call. Hey, Zidane, you hear me today? Say, boy, we have correction on the roster. You remember me tell that, right? Yeah. You remember when a team the things about them by Caicedo? Caicedo named the Ecuador youth who did their Brighton.
Yeah.
And before them look over somebody else teeth.
Yeah, man. Chelsea swoop him.
Boy,
Yeah.
the man and teeth the man for him. But guess what? Same thing will happen to the team. I wish team the by Caicedo. Same thing will happen to the team or by Caicedo. Go happen to How the by Caicedo?
Chelsea. Yeah.
Chelsea then.
Yeah,
Go on.
Liverpool has since won the Premier League, you know?
Yeah, man. So, Mount Salem, give me a call. But Zidane, I ask you again, what is wrong with me asking for one of my man them in my stable to be able to sit on the show 2 days before call out here? What's wrong with that?
Hold on. We'll take a break. We'll come in.
Me I got to about this now.
I want to you, missus.
Me can't rock down and me can't get the parts.
Parts? So you never hear about Dangels? And them are the done in the parts world, you know? Them have parts for Hyundai, Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Mazda, Subaru, you name it. Them have it.
Visit Danjan Auto Spares and Accessories in Kingston at Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, telephone 999146, or in Maypen at shop number 10, 1A Chapperton Road, telephone 982.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited.
Non-league Macclesfield have been drawn at home to the Premier League High Flyers Brentford in the FA Cup fourth round. The National League North side beat holders Crystal Palace 2-1 on Saturday to record one of the biggest upsets in the history of the competition. Either Salford City or Swindon of League Two will visit Manchester City, while new Chelsea boss Liam Rossonero will take on his former club, Hull City. Premier League leaders and 14 times winner Arsenal will host 2013 winners Wigan Athletic at the Emirates Stadium, while Burnley hosts League One Mansfield Town. As it stands, Newcastle trip to Aston Villa is the only all-Premier League tie, though it could change with the winners of Monday's match between Liverpool and Barnsley set to host Brighton. The ties will be played across the weekend of February 14 and 15. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your number one sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, back with your Dwight Chetu.
Yeah, you give me an answer. Can I get my proteges come on 2 days?
Any well-known caller can drop by anytime they want, man.
No, man, no. I want it 2 days before the call of the year.
Anytime I mean 2 days? What day? You know, anytime mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is this protege?
Don't worry about that, man. We
know what
make
this
our
is
call.
He's being
We'll make our call.
I know, but
And just remember that we have a booking for 2 days before call of the year. Vote one of my proteges, and we'll pass in, and they'll be able to stand the program.
All right,
that's
cool.
fine.
Yeah, man, no
All right,
problem.
Cool. All right, gentlemen, take care.
Big
Enjoy
up.
yourself. Yeah, man.
All right, so I followed what? I followed the advice of a caller. Just don't engage. And he sounded a little less.
Well, no argument no go on. So,
Right, I refuse.
Yeah. All right, so we go back online, Miss Marianne. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What is going on?
Oh, CC.
Yeah.
Yes, CC.
Yeah, man. Hey, I've been done. You don't notice from the year start up here rain. Every day is rain.
No, me kind of. We ever get so much rain in early January, Orville? Yeah, I can't remember. No, every day.
You can't remember?
Heavy
day.
Heavy rain as well, you know. Heavy rain.
Every day?
Yeah.
Since the year coming?
Yeah.
Every day since the year start. Yeah. Every day it's rain.
I can't remember a day in the past and rain a fall.
Why, me can't.
I tell you,
Rain fall yesterday?
Yes. Torrential rain on the tour. I go down. So, yeah, man.
May I tell you, right now, I say it's a phenomenon I go on because I want that to tell you, say, every day I look on the rain since the new year. Like that way I get see this year, like say, but can't too complain because if you really look into it, maybe it has to do with some environmental because a lot of part in the west they get teared down and stuff. I don't know the environment or the atmosphere have a way to reset itself. So we never know because I tell you, Arvin, you know, because you go down the side and I was there recently. I tell you, like
there are places in Montpellier where people now, not Montpellier, a little bit further up, but people down the light same way, and then they're looking at they look at some of the places, the trees them gone, $250 for a tomato in Harville. The other day I buy a tomato, you know, $250.
What you buy tomato by the ounce or what?
Boy, I don't know if I own, I know that I want tomato I get.
It's very.
How much you used to would I get for 250?
Yes, normally I get one 4 tomato, man.
Yeah, man. You can get 4 tomato with 250.
Yeah, man, you like to 4 tomato. $100 for your pepper and all that. You know, some I say the rain, but maybe it's a little blessing for the land for no say, all right, the food, I got the crop, and people are plant up back and try, get back, because a lot of things kind of expensive. People right now, if you eat one set of food, and some people tired of the tin. You understand? But in a sports thing, travel. More know, maybe somebody can confirm, like Warren Barrett or one of them people who play, but Violet Kickers, Zidane, in the 90s, Violet Kickers never get promoted in the 90s and win the league like 2 years after.
Ah, yeah.
I don't remember.
Did they win or did they lose in the final?
They win 94 and then win 96. But I'm trying to figure out which year them come in the league. In the 90s.
My thing was since 2000 still, but it's nice to know.
Yeah, it's nice to know. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, man, but they won 94 and they won 96. And Warren Barrett at the keeper and them have that little ball at them or something.
Yeah, man, I remember the Violet Kickers.
If you notice, yeah, but you know, I notice something to Harville and Zidane. Why is it that in the 90s, the West dominated the National Premier League and now them barely anywhere to be found?
Good question.
Because there was seven of the 10 National Premier League titles went west,
including back-to-back by Reno in them time too.
Yeah, including back-to-back. Reno win 3, Violet Kickers win 2, I think Seba win 2, and what are they supposed to win 2? If I'm not mistaken, but I mean somebody can confirm that.
Is it a case where the clubs from the corporate area is taking the talents?
That's a good.
Is that the case?
But I'm wondering
where is Webster from? Webster that
Ronaldo Webster. Yeah, I think so.
Is he from
he come from Westmoreland?
That side of the island, and then he eventually played for Cavalier. Yeah.
But then Zidane is
Tuffy Anderson is not a Kingstonian, you know. He's from the western end of the island as well, and he played for most of his career.
But if you notice the clubs them like Reno, Seba, Violet Kickers, Wadada. Them teams that at one point in time, Violet Kickers suffer about 3 demotion and end up changing them name to CLM.
Let me tell you one of the I can't tell about Reno and to a lesser extent is it Wadada or Seba. During the time when Reno did run the place, there was a big man behind Reno named the name? Bim Williams. But there was this big money man we used to control Reno. The man them used to be fairly well looked after in a way that them not being looked after now. I remember Wadada used to have a man named Gene Gray, who was himself another heavy man. Well, the players that are well looked after. But the brother from Reno, I mean I tell you, the memory now works so well,
So that's why, but you see, Harville,
so there was a money mogul behind Reno and one behind Wadada. I'm not so sure the story behind Violet Kickers. And once they go down, Reno did go down and hasn't been able to re-find them glory days there.
But you see, that is why part of the thing with Jamaica and the football, part of the reason why I bring this up to Harville is that if you notice, you might have a period for Jamaica in terms of football and success, but in terms of maintaining that.
Yeah, somebody just confirms. Yeah, Bim Williams, the brother, did name from Arena.
Oh, see,
was a big money man. And if Mr. Source can link me, the brother named Gene Gray used to run. Was it Wadada or Seba?
Yeah, so that means that your source can probably tell you if Violet Kickers did come up in the league in about 92 and then win it 94.
No, well, somebody tell me they did win in the 90s, but they can't say what time they got
promoted.
Yeah, man. But I think they're supposed to probably be the earliest winners
based on the question I asked. But the reason I bring it up to Arville, I mean, between 1995 and 2002, for Jamaica, even at the national level, we had a period of success where we can look and say, Senior World Cup, the Under 17 World Cup, the Under 20 World Cup, and we did go far in the Gold Cup too, if I'm not mistaken, and we drew with Brazil. At that time, Brazil was the world champion, right?
Yeah.
And Brazil was the world champion. We drew with them.
Because they won 94.
And the top striker, Romario, what his name? Romario was in that team. That's the top striker. Who we win Golden Boot 94. So, Mr. said, Arville, part of the reason I think Jamaica overall struggles in football is due to we don't build up, like we might get a proper foundation, but every time I think it comes down to political.
Comes down to what? Him gone? I think we lost CC. You can call back for your last minute.
Yeah.
Would be interesting to hear that particular theory.
All right. Hopefully he can call us back. We can take the break in, Miss Marian, to see if we can
Yeah, somebody was telling me that Gene Green was from Wadada now. You know? So, the last of them big man to be in the program.
Yeah, man. The players, them...
You know?
Yeah, me figure.
Yeah,
a lot of the quality players on the Western end now plays for the Kingston teams, you know.
Can't come at town now. When Bim Williams there on Reno, you
don't need.
The town team they don't have much more can offer the players.
Yeah,
now,
there you
Bim,
go.
Or Gene Green.
So might as well stay home.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, but no money man at the behind the Reno. No. Again. That's how we can.
Because you realize that Montego Bay United, they are top of the table now. Are looking to make some waves in the last couple of years. And you see what is happening? The ownership. Yeah, financially. Is in a strong position.
Yeah.
And when they won, it was with Attidem, your Britain used to spend as well.
With that, Mr. Epstein?
No, man. When they won, man, a couple of seasons ago, man.
Oh, Orville Powell.
Yeah, he used to invest as...
There's a trend for you.
It's a trend.
When Powell did run Moby, Powell now got that for younger.
No.
Neither Mount Pleasant people.
There you go. So
And Cavalier, speed is quietly. Nah, that for younger in the time soon either.
No.
So what we are realize is there's a link between winning.
Cash is king, man.
And I remember when Bibi did Harborview did sell Bibi.
Yeah. No, when Harborview was a team that used to compete for the title and win it, you know.
Was Leclerc then sell Bibi?
Them used to financially they used to stable. No,
I wonder if that correlates with the money where them get from selling Bibi.
Okay, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Them sell Bibi about 98, 99.
Yeah.
And in them time the Harborview was a decent.
Yeah, man, they were always in the mix. Now. Yeah, they must struggle now.
So maybe there is a link between Moneyman and the team with the world.
Yeah, man, cash is king.
Chapter not go win the league next year. Look out for Chapter following this theory.
Yeah.
All right.
Chapter is coming. We'll take a break. We'll take the break. We're coming, man.
I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Traveling to or from Jamaica? Do you need an airport drop-off or pickup? Need a tour? Or do you need a vehicle for rental? Then Karen's Car Rental is the place. Located at 14C Cargill Avenue, Kingston, Jamaica, or 36 Bustamante Highway, Maypen. We have the most reliable and affordable rentals, SUVs, pickups, buses, and cars. Call 876-574-6210 in Kingston and 876-578-2178 in Maypen. Karen's Car Rental, proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You call and we deliver.
Christmas, choose life. As we recover from Hurricane Melissa's devastation, we're reminded that life is fragile. Pedestrians, stay alert. Drivers, slow down. Rest if you're tired, and never drink and drive. One careless decision can change a family forever. Let's have a safe and prayerful Christmas and a crash-free 2026.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hey, you know, one of the things that could have contributed to the Western Premier League teams end up doing so well, somebody need to examine the correlation between the Western schoolboy teams and not doing as well. Kind of the days when Reno was bad, Rossies was bad, and Cornwall was bad. I mean, when bad meaning good. Because a lot of the people who eventually end up playing for Reno were ex-Rossies players. Cantil and Cape Bell and Donald Hewitt and them kind of man there. Michael, Jim Dandy, Graham, them. So I think the fact that Rossies and Cornwall are not the forces that they used to be, for whatever reason, kind of mean that the Western-based teams are not the force that they used to be. When was the last time a Western team in D Cup?
You would consider Stets?
No, I thought Moby are West. When was who won last year?
Montego Bay won. A long time, man. Montego Bay won. It would have been Montego Bay United, and that's when.
No, man, I talk schoolboy football.
Oh, schoolboy football. Oh.
So Stets win this year. Who win last year? Central. What the team name?
It's long time. A team from that.
And then Clarendon.
The last time was Vassal Reynolds with
Rossies. About 10 years now.
No, not 10 years. About 2018 or 2019. They beat Clarendon.
So about 8 years that now.
Yeah.
So the D Cup is central around Clarendon and St. Elizabeth, which could mean Western teams, the feeder program for the Western-based teams, kind of get a lick. Anyway, I will stay now.
Hello.
Back online, yeah.
I get cut off. I don't know what I'm take call drop me
Oh.
a while ago. Yeah, but that's 2 minutes. Rossies, was it done right, man? 2017 was it done?
2017.
Then beat me.
Yeah.
Beat me, yeah, more beat.
9 years now.
Yeah, but I think Rossies would have been the only team from that side that will win it in the last 10 years.
Oh, no. We're wrong, you know. Cornwall College won it recently, too. I think they won it after that.
Cornwall?
With
JJ?
Jordan Fletcher and Vassal.
I know Vassal. Peter Lee Vassal.
Yeah, Peter Lee Vassal.
They win since 2017.
Yeah, man, it was after that, man. Yeah, man. Or it was 2016.
No, Zidane. No, I something that they win.
They win the Flow Cup.
Super Cup and they beat you, man. Flow Cup, man.
No, man, them win D Cup, too, man.
I mean, I remember.
I remember them facing off with JC in the Oliver.
Zidane, something that them win, them beat you in the Super Cup, Zidane.
Hold on, man. I remember Oliver Shield final between JC and Cornwall College in Montego Bay. And when JC won it, they all ran across, and even the manager was celebrating.
I remember the time frame.
So Cornwall College.
2016, that man, 2016.
That's what I asked for the year, man. What wrong with the CC? Me cover the thing, you know. Yeah, so that's what I asked about 2016. Yeah, so 2016. Okay.
So the last time a Western school win the
was
Cup
2017 then, yeah.
But I not think in the 80s and 90s there was an 8-year gap without a team from West I win. When me I go man is a team from West, I win every year in schoolboy football. When I know Cornwall, I Rossies. When I know Rossies, I Herbert Morrison.
Because isn't Connor College the most successful, or was?
Them
up
out,
to
them
the-
out, them out there. So maybe that's one thing.
Yeah.
Which tells you now.
Yeah,
the
man,
fact
when I
is-
know, in the 90s, man, when I know one team from West CC, Clarendon College, I win it.
But no.
Oh, I went with 20,
Oh, yeah.
2012.
With Alan Atty
A
then.
long
A long
time.
time. The past as the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Remember, Godfrey Stewart did have done. I think are you with boy the other side too? That Godfrey Stewart side they did bad too, you know. The
Godfrey
05
Stewart,
or
yeah.
the roundabout them time. But when me, more ask preacher that question because me hear preacher mention the thing about Jordan Love played. When me say great or something that Zidane, I mean I said great somewhat or Jordan Love that play for the Green Bay Packers. So me really, cause this question came up already, but I don't think people were looking at the right way. I'm thinking when I look on them team sports, I mean I say, you know, to me the fourth quarter is the most critical quarter of them especially when you want to like NFL or basketball because
Yeah, when I say most
Jordan
critical,
Love-
when I say most critical, what do you mean?
most critical. What I mean is by most critical means in that quarter, their errors are more costly. Whatever you do in that quarter, it's when the game is being decided. So the game is decided within that quarter. So your errors start to pile up, the fouls, the clock is running down. All of those things start to create greater pressure on a team. So for me, you can't lose the game in the first quarter. You can't lose the game in the second quarter. You can't lose the game in the third quarter. But when they come in the fourth quarter, if you make similar errors,
Stop before this on the radio.
if you make similar errors,
CC, stop it,
I
man.
simply said,
No, CC, man. The better than this, man. The nice caller, yeah, Bramble, they call it. What do you mean by you can't?
no, man.
You can't lose the game in the
What
fourth,
I'm,
but you
no,
can't lose
I'm
the game in
saying
the
to
fourth.
you that.
That's why I
whoever
ask
lose the
that's
game
why
on
I ask what you mean by
every
critical,
fourth-
you know. But you mean, I think you explain yourself properly, you know.
No, I'm not talking about points, you know. I'm not saying the points, you know. Every point is equally, as me say, the time. Whatever you do in the fourth, say you made a mistake in the first quarter, you can probably make it up over the game. So I'm saying when you're making mistakes in the fourth, just like Caleb and Jordan, giving the example of the Green Bay Packers, Caleb was being basically outplayed. Jordan Love was the better quarterback for much part of the game.
So you're saying the
but when you look in,
the fourth quarter decide the game.
if you don't watch the game, you're going to think Jordan Love was the better quarterback. If you didn't watch the game, you would think Jordan Love was the better quarterback on the day. But Caleb was better in the fourth when his team needed him more than Jordan was. Notwithstanding all of the other factors that teacher brought up.
You know what the
I'm
coaches,
saying to you,
you know what the coaches need to do? Rest the players a lot in the first three quarters of these NBA and NFL games.
it's not about rest the players a lot. I think what
Let me say,
Peter
if
was
you was
alluding
if you was the fourth quarter decide the game, CC, then it makes sense if you rest the man for majority
Now,
of the
saying
first three.
the coach them need to manage the fourth, manage the players better. during
Yeah,
the
so you
game.
rest. Say,
So
for
they
example,
put the fourth
you
quarter-
play LeBron James and Luka Doncic them 3 minutes in the first three quarters, and just play them the entire fourth quarter. Now that you're not to CC.
And a 3 minute, I'm just
Me say me I play them.
think
Hey,
the way-
me say fourth quarter start and Luka Doncic up on the bench for LA. Me not doing that, my boss. If the fourth quarter decide the game, the coach them are crazy. These coaches are crazy, CC.
All I'm saying,
Yeah,
though,
man.
is
All right,
that's the
CC.
part that- but we just want to ask Preacher, Jordan Love versus Caleb, watching the game, who we thought was the better quarter. And if you don't watch the game, it's Jordan, but if you watch the game, I can't game. But anyway, big up yourself.
All right. So this is my theory about the dominance of Western-based teams in the whole of the 80s and the early 90s. So 1981, well, 1980 Veer, 1981 Dintil. Listen to the record of Western teams in school in Dakar after that. 82 Cornwall, 83 Cornwall, 84 Rossies, 85 Rossies, 86 Herbert Morrison, 87 Rossies, 88 Herbert Morrison, 89 Rossies, 90 Rossies. So literally 9 out of the 10 years in the 80s is a team from Western Jamaica who win football. So that's why when Reno win back-to-back, when was it, 1990, 91 or so? You can't beat Reno because they were essentially an extension of Rossies and Cornwall. So That could explain why the Western teams them not disagree, because the Western schoolboy teams them not disagree. Since the 90s now. So 1991, Clarendon. Well, Rossies did win in 92. Well, Rossies again, but Clarendon, Cornwall, Clarendon, States. So it a share up now with Clarendon also in the mix as well. But it is still crazy how we don't have no team from Eastern Jamaica win the Cup. You know? What's the reason for that? No team at all from Portland nor St. Thomas nor St. Mary, St. Ann. Now win the Costa Cup. It's like football and play around at the part of Jamaica.
It's which one of the teams from under they got it well final?
Port Antonio, I think.
Oh yeah, they lost.
Yeah. One at a time there was some complaint. You know, got Jarrett Park 2 times in a row. Titchfield we know a year?
Yeah,
Titchfield we know a year. Yeah.
Titchfield that one.
How we stay? Back we're coming up to the 3 o'clock music break. So if you squeeze a call now, you could be in the system right away. 615-2841 or 676-6968. Those are your numbers. And
I never realized that Rossi's won so many, you know.
Yeah, man, Rossi's. That's why when I'm telling about a youth named Sean Radney, I think I joke, man. The only time when I went to Mannings, that a Costa Cup winner invariably come from the zone where Mannings played. How to beat them, the man. We don't have the problem. As I tell you, the 5-year Mega Mannings is a team in our zone because them time we Rossi's Cornwall, Compre, which is Herbert Morris, in the same zone.
Oh,
so how we are going to win?
We are going to come out of the zone.
Oh, we'll come out of the zone.
Rossi's and Cornwall will keep coming.
Rossi's Cornwall, I want to hear Herbert Morris. And we have Mannings, we don't really have no program, I just have one ball we have. Anyway, we go back online. Hello. Hello? The person gone? We're coming up to the music. So no, we could force your call if you call now. Or we could take an early break, get the music out.
And then we come back to the calls.
And we come back.
Yeah, man.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome. Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your...
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Ann, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right. Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so time now for the second selection. And this is one from D Major. It's called Morning Prayer.
See, when I wake up in the morning, I say a word of prayer. New day's dawning, such a blessing. Give thanks to the Creator. One day at a time, we all live this life, yeah. Tomorrow never promise either. But when I think of all my blessings, it makes me wanna sing. Tap 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 tap. Blessings are flow and we living it up. I keep on going, I cannot give up. Only the Almighty One. Don't put your trust in man. Mankind will fail again and again, but you gotta carry on. Jaja, take my stress while I count my blessings every day. And even when the time gets rough, He guides me along that way. Blessings are flow and we living it up. I keep on going, I cannot give up. I cannot give up. Tap 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 blessings are flow and we living it up. I keep on going, I cannot give up. When I wake up in the morning, I say a word of prayer. New day's dawning, such a blessing. Give thanks to the Creator. One day at a time, we all live this life, yeah. Tomorrow never promise either. But when I think of all my blessings, it makes me wanna sing. Blessings are flow and we living it up. I keep on going, I cannot give up.
Yeah, D Major with one called Morning Prayer. That's our final selection for the day. And we're in the final hour. It's been a very peaceful program this afternoon, eh? You have those days as well on the sports desk. We go back online though. Hello.
Hello, that's me.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to start by saying that what is the suggestion from the interim coach, Rudolph Speed, in terms of his selection for the national program, where the program should be going. That unless you're playing in the top tier, your chance of getting called is not a good one. Is that I'm correct on that?
Yeah, you have to be in the top 20 leagues around the world, or you're playing in the top league in whichever other country you are, or you have played for Jamaica before. Eh?
You have a view. You share that view there?
Not necessarily.
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody in the right mind share it.
That way you will get 95% of the people you want, but there will be diamonds in the rough that the selection policy force you to exclude. So I didn't think it was 100% necessary to make that the criteria.
But in addition to that, that is one we have to look at. The next thing I have to look at is always, as I say, and other call is that this perception that you have
this
footballing program in Jamaica. I'm saying that this argument that you have this pristine footballing program. So we don't need to look at nobody. This is a face. It's a faster being. It exists. See, and if for instance you have Premier League and that's where we're putting most of our top player ballers from. See, we need to appreciate that you have ballers who exist in the lower tier of the competition who might not need a chance to prove that they are worthy of being called. It's just the other playing for the Premier League side, the Cavalier, the Harbourview or the Mount Pleasant and club there. See, and if that was the case, if Pedro wouldn't have found himself among the elite football defenders of Jamaica of all time. So that type of mindset that in a Jamaica context, I think it makes no sense. We don't really get us in a football.
What Speed is saying, though, is that this is only for 2 games, though. Simoes could call players who weren't like Pepe, who never played Premier League. Because really and truly, he had time to develop them to get them to where he wanted.
Them sort of thing they can't work no I think.
True.
You can't risk. You get two couple of days to prepare to win an international game.
Yeah.
You can't call a man from the Super League. I'm playing where against who? And then when if he feels you're going to get slaughtered by the media and same callers like you know. No, it is a good point that Rene Simoes had these players for a long period of time. Yeah. So when there's no international games going on, they were in camp, in training, and Rene Simoes was work, and they had a whole lot of friendly being played.
Yeah, man, Simoes could have played 20 at practice international games.
Yeah, man, and he played like a game dunks against the Western and this so he could work on improving.
You can't see a little diamond on the side, say all right.
Yeah, because he had the time to work on. Yeah, it's different now. The dynamic different.
Speed is telling you that what he needs is pretty much
ready-made people are ready for the international games right now.
But there's still the possibility that there is a finished product who falls outside of that.
And that aspect of it makes sense.
Yeah.
If I'm the point of view, that aspect of it makes sense. Right? And that is why I wonder if this is a policy position or this is just a one-off, two-off situation in terms of...
Him say he doesn't know who will be coaching the squad after them 2 games. Yeah. But for now, it is a policy that covers the next 2 games. He's not guaranteeing that it extends beyond that.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't allow to extend beyond that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That if a small country like ours with limited resources, accordingly, we shouldn't. That ought not to be our posture. That's a point they're making. Right? That shouldn't.
Yeah, break up though, my boss.
Yeah, the real problem with it is a point that Southey made on Friday. What if I'm not good enough right now, but then a USL team sees me and think that I have potential? Bring me to the USL, me I dominate now. Then
what if a team sees you playing what?
JPL football.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But me not get called for the national team yet, because maybe the coach didn't think me good enough. I'm now in the USL.
That was the question. If you had already played JPL before,
does it qualify you?
Does it qualify?
If you've gone to a lower league?
Yeah.
You know, me not think so. Because what if you're playing JPL and then start playing the championship? Would you qualify?
I'm fine.
Yeah, we need to find out. Because I think that was a great observation made here by South. Because USL is not among the top 20 leagues.
In addition to that, that type of public pronouncement, they won't announce it. If I were in Speed, I wouldn't say it aloud. It might be a thought that I have in mind, but would I keep it?
Or he could have said generally, he could have said generally, these are the players we're looking for.
Yeah. Without
exactly, I leave it.
But then say there could be exceptions.
So
but generally, this is what we're looking for. But there are always exceptions. He could have done it like that.
That as well.
Because generally, we agree with it, you know. You know, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Arville, you gonna come from the West, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? You remember Ben Williams was in charge of Reno in a financial sense of the word.
Yeah, man. You were listening earlier when I was talking about it.
Yeah, I was struggling.
So I was struggling.
That wasn't he, but you. Yeah, you know, you just see not so certain that somebody called and told you that yes, he was the person who was.
No, man, I don't know about Kim Williams, man. Me know about Bim Williams, me just never remember what him full name. But me know say Bim Williams was with the real. Yeah, man, and Gene
And then-
Verona, what are that?
Yeah, and then in the big like Central Jamaica, you had
Tony James with low speed.
Tony James and other person that individually responsible to keep.
Yeah,
In
well,
addition-
Lost
in
Speed never
addition to
really
that-
win Premier League, but they were a factor back in those days with the backing of Tony
Right,
James.
right, and
Yeah.
a part of the reason why we had a groundswell as it relates to Premier League and the love for it in those days is that the youth them what kind of love themselves and love to know that there was a part of a team. Even on the fringe, there was a part of a team, and them give themselves. There wasn't. I mean, you could have said part of it was ignorant, but then never had enough money to. Them just want to say, put on a jersey for Wadada, for Reno, for Georges.
Yeah, but them time of Reno was a big thing.
You name it.
Yeah, Reno. A Reno man, when a man play for Reno, was a bona fide star in the Western of my time. Yeah.
Oh God, he was.
Andrew
in a
Andrews.
team look with space, you know.
Jesus, man. Calvin Valentine. Call him Wappy King.
Yeah, man.
You have a
Yeah,
youth
man,
named
them
Red
right,
Hampshire. I can't remember what him name. Spider in the goal. Yeah, man. Bengeleng, that a boys in Nicholson. The same Wendell down there where you coach.
Yeah.
When we grew up, them man, they were
Yeah,
like
man.
Maradona and Pele to win.
Donaldson, Eric, Donaldson name again. Yeah,
People Donaldson, man. And Donald Hewitt.
Yeah. Donald Hewitt.
They
Yeah,
Russians,
so-
man. Are you named Kenneth Gainer? Think him the
Yeah, I remember Kenneth Gainer.
And
from the
all
Wadada.
these
call
stars
him Black.
came from the western of the island.
Yeah,
they
man,
came.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So we will say though, we have to join up at the enthusiasm at the grassroots level with the youth them who kind of get distracted with a lot of things that get around in them head and all them things there. They may have the passion like before, so them have a difficulty joining up with club to be a part of it, even at the youth level. So there has to be a program where the club them have to go out and reach out to youth them and invite them and find a way in which they can keep them. So that we can have so that the outlook of our sports in terms of football can be better.
You mean in Western Jamaica or Jamaica on a whole?
Jamaica, because it's not a Western Jamaica thing alone. It's in Portland where my base is, which is Georges United from Buck Day. There's a purpose, a youth interest. It's not funny. I mean, you can't believe a parish like Portland where you so have St. George's and Taros and Victors and them type of club there up in East Portland.
Yeah.
They must struggle to find a team to put together.
But why Portland?
It's been a challenge all around.
Why Portland and the Eastern Parish them struggle for win D Cup football? Because they youth them from Portland and St. Thomas play for the town school.
No, back in that. No, man, no, back in the 80s, you know, you had the Titchfield had a strong team.
No, man, we start the last years. The different team them now.
Yeah, that's all we are saying. We know
And I like them last Eastern team with the Cup school.
Yeah. That's sports interest in that part of the island as sort of dried up.
Gone off.
Right? Yeah.
All right, the break come up. So we could continue.
Is what you them down there so in and now?
That's the one take it after the break. Are you want to follow it?
No, man, I joke. I know why I say with them in and now on here, my boss. We don't know what them in and now.
No. We kind of pick up with that.
All right, there you go, man. There you go. All right, big up yourself. We leave it here, man. Thanks for the call. Good call. Big up yourself.
Yeah.
We take a break. We're coming.
The hour between 3 and 4 on the sports desk is sponsored by Western Sports.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's alright.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
615-2841 and a rather calm sports desk today.
Yeah.
Why? A long time I have one. Well, let me not talk to her. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon. Catalan here.
How are you doing, Catalan?
I'm there. Me plan for me not complain, but I complain. I look like I one line alone I work. Just be mindful that, some person, the conversation nice and informative, but we can't give one person 10 minutes. So I'm going to take my tree now and move. Zidane, if I don't know if I hear right at the top of the program, you see them fire Shangalanzo?
Yeah, man, they have.
Oh, Lord. I never think that the beating yesterday would have caused that.
Yeah, it has been brewing for quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, you see, and that's the funny thing about it, I mean, whether a manager do good or bad, well, if a manager not do what the club expect, you then tend to fire them within quick time, and then don't really get much time for do much to influence the team any at all. Because I think I just this summer I'm coming and less than 6 months now, and then fire him,
Well, it would be in terms of football.
Yeah, man, football.
Yeah, because you have him coming at the summer, so you're not counting the summer months. You're just counting the months that he has been playing competitive. Yeah, it would be like 6 months.
Yeah, I mean the players them where they are not film, not really film players them. For play the way him did I play around at Borussia and that, I mean I think it will happen.
No, he was hired in the summer, man. So he had the entire preseason with the players, man. So he knew the strengths of the players and the weaknesses, and he could have sold players and brought in players. So that wouldn't be an excuse.
That's true. I think even yesterday at the end of the match, because I was watching the match for a large portion of it, and at the end, Vinicius was the best player Real Madrid have on the field, and around about the 88th minute, between the 80th and the 81st minute, him pull him out.
Yes, he has always taken him off, and he has been very upset when he's doing it,
Yeah. So that is one.
In truth, how do you fire a coach and the season has ended? He's still in the Champions League. He's only 4 points off the top of the league.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm looking at it and I'm like, all right, if Real Madrid beat Barcelona or Barcelona beat Real Madrid, yes, it is a rival, but at the end of the day, don't make that be a defining moment in your season.
I think they wanted to, and they were given a reason now yesterday to say, listen, we will have backers now. We will have more of the fans backing us now that we have lost to the rivals in our final. So let's do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think they should have given him some more time. Especially with the amount of injury that they have, because they really right now they have to be using Camavinga as a makeshift defender and all of that. So injury prone and all, injury team. The team has a lot of injury. So that is one. The conversation with the team.
What do you make of Kylian Mbappe telling the players to come and not giving your team a guard of honor?
I mean, I look at it and I'm like, it's something. It's a tradition that usually takes place, and most of the time, Real Madrid are the ones who don't really follow through on certain traditions. Because it was I think before they go up to get their medal, Barcelona actually give them a guard of honor, So it's a traditional thing, and sometimes the relationship between Barcelona and Real Madrid is not the best. So you find stuff like that. You know, it kind of incites certain stuff.
Well, it was hilarious, my boss.
Yeah,
it was because some of the players went there to do it, you know. And the man, the players they move, you know.
And I think Mbappe and Vinicius inside that, hey, we not do this, especially Mbappe. So, you know. Yeah, and I mean, there's a bit of tension in there as well, especially between Yamal and what's the name of the right back that plays for Real Madrid? I think he's the captain at the moment. There's been a bit of tension between them, so I think it's spill over in the team a bit now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was the previous call. There was something that was mentioned in there, and I mean, I was just sitting down and thinking about it for a second. I think something that a lot of us overlook, or probably I'm just overthinking. Regarding Rene Simoes, right? When you were saying Rene Simoes had 3 years with some of the players working to put together a system and a way of play and all of that. You know, I think that's where Jamaica dropped the ball in terms of football. And why I say that? From them time until now, Jamaica don't have a playing style, a system, like you have multiple academies training, and then you take up any one of them and put in the team and they would play. You wouldn't lose a beat. Like how you look at Spain, how Spain play. Because if you take up almost any Spanish player and put in the Spanish team, you don't really miss.
Yeah, it's easy for them team to do that doing them, boss. When you have so much technicians, when you have that amount of technicians to call on, you know.
Right, I know, but I think that's what Rene Simoes was trying to do. For the time he was here.
Yeah, when you are far, you mentioned Spain, and you know we have far less quality than Spain. So it means more work from the coach.
Right.
So you need more time. If you have far less talent than Spain, if you want to play a particular system that we like, with cohesiveness and all that, you're going to need more time.
You're going to need more time, and as
always look ugly.
You're always look ugly. Coaches as well.
Yeah, man, when you do have the world-class talent, man, it's going to always look ugly when you get them only 2-3 days to prepare for a particular game. It's not going to always look pretty.
Yeah. So I think that is one of the things Jamaica need to work on. Work on a style of play, and just have I mean, yes, you can focus on getting to the World Cup, but over the years, focus on developing that style of play. So, you know, right across the nation, everybody, this is how we are trying to play. So, you know, it becomes a synergy right across with every team.
All right.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. Cool.
We go back. All right. So we still have some space for you to come in. You may do so right now. 61. What you said, Miss B? Some text? Okay. I don't know if the
text message. It's now time for text messages
work,
on the sports desk.
The mouse are now working, Miss B. Say I have to just choke them up as them. The mouse now work from last week. It now open round this side. Yeah, that one. What is it saying? Me only see somebody said tanker. What were they referring to? Tanker. Who or what is tanker? I'm not sure. Laugh out loud. Tell Dwight that anybody can sound good when they are not being challenged. 5-0. More like the usual in 5. Andrew from Portmore. Yeah, that the people them say. When him call, just give him winnings and hopefully we change the topic. So today I did that. Good day, Orville and Zidane. What do you think of Cayman recruiting some of our cricketers to coach and play? It's not some. They have 2 cricketers. Bernie, that's David Bernard Jr., who is the overseas, who is the, the main coach behind the program. And Andre McCarthy, who is still playing in them league, but who assists Bernie. So there's 2, you could almost say 2 retired Jamaican players, because they don't pick Blabber for a while now. And obviously David Bernard Jr. wouldn't have played for years now. So I have no problem with 2 retired, well, not retired, but 2 former Jamaica players coaching anywhere in the region. Can only help regional cricket, and it still mean man earn even after his professional playing days. Back on line then, Miss B. Hello. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Me?
Yeah, man.
Yes, you're on.
Yeah, man. Coolant.
Oh, where you say Coolant?
Yeah, man. Me there.
Nice.
Sticking with La Liga here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think what was the most disappointing about the whole God of Honor that Catalan mentioned, you know, is that the coach himself was prepared to give the God of Honor, you know. When Kylian Mbappe called it off, you know.
Yes. Yes.
So it really shows a lack of leadership on the coach's part that you allow a player. You see, if it's something that they had decided before and the coach was in, because the players themselves, I think Zidane had also allowed the players not to give a God of Honor. Like, if they decide that's what they want, it's fine. But just how it looked in the moment that Xavi was lining up to do the God of Honor and Kylian Mbappe called it off, it didn't look good.
Yeah, that's exactly the situation. The Kylian Mbappe had issues with the coach and also Vinny. Yeah.
It's like a man all rush the coach, so come on,
Yeah.
The God of Honor. So that just never looked good. But you know, one of the biggest criticism of La Liga, you know, is that it really comes down to two teams, Barcelona and Real Madrid, yeah?
Yeah.
And to a large extent, that's probably true. And I think also, you know, Real Madrid tend to act on that in terms of how are we doing versus Barcelona. Forget about what's happening in the rest of the league.
Yeah.
But how are we doing versus Barcelona? And I think that's also what caused Ancelotti downfall in that they were 4-0 against Barcelona last season, you know. And I don't think they're convinced that Xavi, albeit he won the first Clásico, but I don't think they're convinced that Xavi is going to change that this season. And if Real Madrid is not doing well against Barcelona, especially in the league, then chances are they're going to lose the league. Because sometimes, remember, because it's that close, it will come down to what happens in the two Clásicos.
No, man, you're correct, man. In Spain, in Spain, the games between the two big teams value more than in England, by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have so many, relative to Barcelona, remember, you have so many smaller, what you call smaller teams. You don't have the quality to match up to them.
Yes. So it's based on what's happening against Barcelona that caused the coach's downfall. But Catalan, I think Catalan mentioned to you, Zidane, the other day that Barcelona are going through a rebuild, and you tell him that you don't think so. He's right, you know, but unless you're going to say that you can't be considered in a rebuilding mode, that you're getting a certain level of success. But the truth is, Barcelona are going through a rebuilding moment. But what has worked for Barcelona, you see, is that they have been blessed with La Masia, that they can call on some players from La Masia and they come in and they perform up to a level that it keeps Barcelona relevant in terms of success per se. Because the season that Barcelona had last season, you know, even Barcelona fans were surprised by that, you know.
Yeah, can you be a team that, because Barcelona barely missed out on the Champions League finals last season?
Yeah, no.
Barely missed out.
But I heard you pointed out to him, and why you don't think that you could see that they are a team that is...
Yeah, because rebuild is usually associated with a team that is it mash up and it has struggled to get results. But you say, young guy, we are... Well, Barcelona is still competing with everybody in the world. Yeah.
Last season was kind of a surprise in terms of how well the young talents has performed. Because remember, prior to that, after the last core of the successful Barcelona team, which is Messi, Alba, and Busquets left.
I see the point.
Remember, Barcelona at one point have to fight their way back into the top four.
Yeah,
I see your point. When Girona was leading the league for a long time.
I see your point. So
and then they got knocked out at the Champions League in first round and went to Europa and got knocked out by Frankfurt.
So you're giving the young players credit for being very, very good. Man. But it's still really a rebuild.
They have come up chumps for Barcelona more than they anticipated.
Yeah, man. I see your point. Hold the line. Hold the line. So take a break. We'll come back.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Book and Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocho, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a Word in Time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited.
The images traveled fast, Kylian Mbappe gesturing for his teammates to leave the pitch, Xabi Alonso asking him to stay, Mbappe insisting, and Xabi eventually turning away and doing as his star demanded. No guard of honor for Barcelona after their Spanish Cup win on Sunday. For many, it looked like lack of sporting grace, something never associated with Xabi Alonso. It also suggested something else entirely, that the team, not the manager, was in charge. And after a final that had been tight, decided by a deflection, you could almost imagine Xabi thinking, enough. But that was not a resignation, and it was not planned. Xabi Alonso did not expect to leave Real Madrid boss just 7 months after being appointed. Not yet anyway. It's the official statement. Real Madrid described the departure as mutually agreement, but it was a departure that was untimely, inevitably. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, Megamart, best value by far, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard, and D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapel Road. Call 876-929-9146.
Do you want to go to Word? If yes, then join me, Prophetess Denise Sang, every Wednesday at 11:15 a.m. for the Crossover Experience, where we will go beyond the surface, exploring the keys to kingdom living for a successful spiritual life in a real world according to the Word of God. That's the Crossover Experience on Wednesdays at 11:15 a.m.
Going through a storm, but I won't go down. I hear your voice carried in the rhythm of the wind to call me out.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, back with you, the boss.
Yes, Zidane. Yes, I will.
Yeah, man, me there.
Yeah, man, if I may, we just use my last minute because I hear this Steve Smith and Brian Lara thing heating up back again, right?
Yeah.
When I had chimed in some time ago, my point, I just want to reintroduce it just in a summary because it's just a final minute, right?
All right.
My point is, because we had already established that these are two batsmen who are close in terms of what they've achieved statistically, right?
Yes.
So we're really just trying to find ways to separate them.
Yes.
And I feel that because we're judging batting, right? I think one of the biggest indications of batting is dominance over bowling. And I think some of the things that shows your dominance over bowling, while being able to be knocked out is one indication. I believe some stronger indications are your batting records. I mean, I'll go through them again because that was not my whole call that time. But when you look at, and this is just Steve Smith and Brian Lara now, not comparing anybody else. When you look at how many batting records that Brian Lara has compared to Steve Smith,
You know how many batting records Steve Smith has?
No, Arvin. We're talking about batting records. We're talking about, as we say, most double centuries, most runs in a series. All of those are batting records. Even your player, Donald Bradman, if you look into it, Donald Bradman is right up there. Anybody else who you would consider to be a great batsman normally is up there with the batting record. Steve Smith, what Steve Smith records are is scoring runs because he's able to get knocked out, which is good. That's what makes him a great player. But when we're trying to separate them, we look at some of the things that shows real dominance over bowler. Remember,
All right, I did mention a stat that, how it goes, since 2014, which is really around the time he come of age, Steve Smith is the best batsman in the world at taking on the best bowlers in the world in their own conditions.
Yes, man, because him going to take the wicket long and him going to make runs for them. But Real dominance. Go and show you how you score your runs against bowlers over a certain period.
No, man, but if one of the things that I don't know what that thing would be for Brian. I suspect it would be pretty high as well. But one of the arguments that Steve Smith only play upon the week is not true. Against the very best bowlers in their own condition, he's the best batsman over the last decade and a half.
No, man. Like I said, that wasn't my point. That's not the argument I'm bringing up.
Which argument you bringing?
Certain things that indicate how you dominate a ball, like having the most runs in cricket to begin with. That's a big indication of your dominance over a ball, and in one innings you make 500. Well, that's not Test cricket still, but you have the record in Test cricket in an innings that shows.
Yeah, but that is no, man. I'm not looking at your dominance against a bowler in an innings, boss. I talk your ability to dominate the best bowlers over a career.
Yeah, but it's over. But they still played quite a number of innings. Both of them played over 200 Test innings, and Steve Smith don't have those kind of records. That's what I'm saying.
He has some others though.
Yeah, man, those longevity records.
No. I go and dig up some. Because
yeah, man, like I said, it's just to sum up. And I'll go over it again. Yeah, man.
All right, Coolant.
Yeah, man, cool.
Big up yourself. That's nice. Coolant, you must call us regular, you know?
Yeah, man.
You hear that, what him said, though? Him say him agree, said very close, and just find some ways to.
No, you when a man them sound like this, we don't have a problem, you know.
Yeah, you know. When him admit say you're splitting years.
When a man them decides, say, boy, Steve Smith, me I go Brian, you know, because it's hard for me to go Brian, you know, brother.
Yeah.
But you notice when we are compare Steve Smith and when we are compare Lara and Sachin, how they get the two man them respective credit.
Them rate Steve Smith. The others not rate Steve Smith.
Steve Smith average more than Sachin, you know? Yeah. Steve Smith would have played.
It's the aesthetics, man. But because you're right, you know, whenever I compare him to Sachin, you know, them
give the respect to Sachin.
Yeah, and they must say, boy, that, you know. Yeah.
But Steve Smith, who averaged more than Sachin, who played a lot of cricket while Sachin had played.
They get mad.
They want to take him out of the equation. And let me say this one more time, people. We knock Steve Smith for his unorthodox approach. But I laud him for it, you know.
Yeah.
In other words, the fact that you can be so successful doing something with the textbooks them say no sort people for bad. Steve Smith, for example, them tell about a still head. Steve Smith a walk across the pitch at the time of delivery. You know. Them tell you this man, in other words, it's easier to make runs batting the way Brian bat.
No, they love Harvard. You see, if Steve Smith did bat like Lawrence Rowe, a lot of West Indians will rate him over there.
I know.
I tell you, you hear them talk about Lawrence Rowe. Yeah. It's really the look, man. It's the look, but then they want to look at the averages and
that's
say, the ones who are saying in a close. If they look different, they would appreciate him.
But
more.
that is rubbish.
Yeah, you know,
May I tell you
fear.
The fact that he's unorthodox make me give him even more ratings. Because it is the way how Brian bat. It is easier to score runs like that, you know. Because Brian is, except for that high backlift, is a model textbook player, you know. When he might drive through the covers, the top hand up on the elbow, Steve Smith drive through the cover with him bottom hand in the brother.
So you're saying how him do so many things so different and score so many?
Still so great. So me not understand why people should see him like a novelty in a cricket. But a two-world man still. As long as a man say, boy, a two-world man, but a Brian, may I get the edge in him. But when a man, you downplay the man, say him a scratcher.
Yeah.
Them something they cut out of the something.
Cool, man. Call us more regular, man. You sound like a very intelligent guy, man. All right. We go back online. Hello. We'll take the break. We'll come in. It's break.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we go to the car. Yeah, man.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Doc.
Dr. Watson there.
Yeah, well gone.
Yeah.
I feel the other day when Dave Cameron was on, and so many times, I see quite a few of the people who are in the echelons of cricket in the Caribbean, when they speak about the development, they speak about facility, they only speak about the international facilities. Is it that the West Indies Cricket Board don't see themselves as being part of the process of creating infrastructure for the development of cricket at the earlier levels, like?
Well, according to Cameron, you know, when you travel around the world, it is governments that develop facilities. It's really a rich country thing. Like in India, the rich clubs will build and maintain facilities. Him say basically our cricket board don't have them kind of money.
So basically, what they're saying is that if we keep banging and expect the West Indies Cricket Board to have an input in developing and making the game more popular amongst the very young, that will never happen. So it don't make any sense.
Not on a massive scale. Me I talk to Chris Derring 2 Tuesday nights ago, and the man said something to me that nearly blew my mind. The man said there's an academy in India. I don't remember if it's the Indian National Academy or attached to one of the IPL clubs or one of the that has 84 pitches on the field, like one whole field of pitches. So I said, why would they need 84 pitches? Him say each one of these pitch represent the major test match pitches around the world. So them look at Sabina, duplicate Sabina as close as them can, and that is one of the pitch in the academy. Then duplicate Barbados, Trinidad, down at St. Lucia, round there, so down you get what I say? So when they have
they duplicate the atmosphere too.
No, but as close as they can, because I know them don't get it absolutely right. But let's say you have a tour Sydney now and you expect it to speed. There's a pitch representing Sydney in that academy.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say? Oh, we are going to
No, I understand because I just get the feeling that the West Indies, especially after listening to Dave the other day, it seems as if the West Indies, like the West Indies Cricket Board, don't see anything apart from international cricket as their responsibility. Or maybe let's stay cricket above, and they have no other responsibility in terms of player development, other than after you are developed, then they take you there.
Yeah, the truth is that a lot of the facilities in the region, the West Indies board don't own. So like Sabina Park, for example, it's not owned by the West Indies board. So for them pump millions in it, it's really the government own it. And Kingston, what them name? Kingston Holdings or whatever.
Yes, I was just taken aback when I listened, because I was expecting when they were talking about development that I would hear them saying something that would reach further down rather than just development of the players who are already professional. Because it seems as if when they come to facility, that's where their minds are. They have nothing to do with anything earlier than that. And I think, especially given our reality, I don't think we should approach it like that. I think we would expect the cricket board to play a more integral role in terms of promoting the game in the region and so on, especially to the younger. Because my thing still is that I don't think our cricket is going to grow as it should unless we start getting more of the little kids to play the game. The game will continue to become less and less popular.
All right, that's it.
Because the best fans for the games are the people who used to play the game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And then the next thing, Harville. Yeah. You don't think we do a very poor job of transition in our cricketers from under 19 to test?
Yes. That goes without saying.
Because I was reading something the other day and I realized Marshall dominated the U19 tournament in which Alex Cook played.
That's Xavier Marshall.
I believe Xavier Marshall. I believe Kohli. I believe another Caribbean player dominated.
Yeah, man. All I used to play for Melbourne, make Kohli runs now with cricket. I knew him again.
And then look, this Subman Gill. Athens made the most runs in that under 19 tournament, and look at Subman Gill now.
Yeah.
And I believe the player when Andrews dominated in
Hold the line now. Don't move. We'll take a break. We're coming.
If you don't check bird, be excellent customer service. Our staff is knowledgeable and trustworthy. And we have a wide variety to supply society, and the price is right, yes, it's worth it. The solution to your heart auto parts links to one-stop shop. And we deliver to, so if you can't come in, just link with on WhatsApp. Or call and make your order. And remember, there's no other. So it hurts if you don't check first. So there's no need to search. It hurts if you don't check first.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio, Omega Radio, Omega.
This is Omega Sports, a church-owned and operated radio station. We promise to keep sports going, and we intend to honor that. We believe in freedom of speech, but all things must be done with honor and respect. We understand that there will be contending sporting views daily. We, however, insist that discussions be conducted along the lines of good broadcasting ethics and the rules of the Broadcasting Commission. Callers must refrain from disrespecting other callers and our presenters. Callers that cannot follow these basic rules will not be tolerated, and any call going down that road will be terminated. Let's keep the conversations lively, informative, entertaining, and respectful as we continue to be your #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, Doc, you have your final minute, Art.
Yeah. The next thing though, for Joel Andrews, the guy with our last dominant player at the U19.
Yeah.
When I do a little research, I realized that you have by their English youth and the Australian youth who are doing far better in their domestic competition than he's doing in ours. So although we see him as a star and we see him as a rising star, the other guys who did well in that U19 tournament are already creating significant gap between themselves and him.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that philosophy of only concentrating on international players might be hurting us in that respect as well. I heard something earlier today, Arvid, where you say it seems as if a lot of the higher average in Test cricket are appearing later on.
No, not Test cricket. 1 day cricket.
Oh, just 1 day, not Test cricket.
Yeah, we're looking at we're looking at Kohli.
1 day.
Yeah, and Gavin made the point that a lot of the
No, I never heard the initial part. I thought it was Test cricket.
No, man, it was ODI.
Yeah.
Okay, because I believe I understood that there might be, if anything, just a slight decline in average over the last few years. Which makes
the elite batsmen.
Look, you see, I have a personal experience. You see, playing with someone who makes whole heap of runs and they might be a little bit unorthodox. And you know who I'm talking, Winston Salah-Asburn.
Yes.
And in cricket, nothing beats runs.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
Nothing beats runs. All right, cool.
Yeah, man,
I'm just making my contribution.
Yeah, man,
big up
yourself.
So later.
Yeah, man. It shows you how special Vivian Richards was, you know.
Yeah,
all the way back in the 80s, early 90s, that man, they averaged for 47, you know.
Yeah.
This is when you hardly have any power plays, really. And
when the pitches weren't as flat, because the pitches in those days were not necessarily prepared as flat. Like
no, because now they want big runs, so they flat them out completely.
Yeah.
Till bowlers complain that they basically we are bowling machines.
Exactly.
So you can imagine Viv now, Arville, man. If he have a 47 average with a strike rate there in those days.
Yeah.
Me heart, even though I'm not going to fight against a man with a Kohli, me heart figure around Viv as the greatest one day player of all time.
Viv name of this. So them name a squad there for, and this is my problem now with the thing now. Although we can't blame them. So we have named that the World T20 tournament that start
February 8th, I think.
Early February.
Yeah.
We have a series against Afghanistan coming up. And them name a squad without the captain, that is Hope. No Hope, no Chase, no Akil Hussain, no Rutherford. All of them unavailable because them don't have South Africa play T20.
So no, well, I guess those are going to be selected for the T20.
No, man, I know, but I'm saying you would want...
Oh, the chemistry and the camaraderie. Yeah,
World Cup
yeah, correct.
And 2 weeks before the World Cup.
Yeah.
You
don't want the players to be there, man.
A Brandon King, a captain, the side, and them rest Holder, Shepherd, and Powell. Yeah. So Hope, Chase, Akil, and Rutherford unavailable because they might play T20, most of South Africa. Holder, Shepherd, and Powell are rested. Brother, why? World Cup starts in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
And we have pick a squad without the captain kind of play T20 somewhere else. Let's say it's not the most desirable state of affairs. Are we still now?
No, not ideal at all.
All right. So we have 10 minutes. So if you call now, we can squeeze you.
Yeah, man. 615-2841 or 676-6968. Call through and let your voice be heard on any sporting topic of your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So the man them who always a complain that them must struggle to get through.
Now is your time. Now is your time to get in a word and make we hear what you have to say. In the meantime, we can miss about 3 texts. Miss B, you can open them and we can go into them if you're so inclined. But is you have to control it.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Yeah, open that one. Orville, it's because Steve Smith is the worst of all big bat of all time, undoubtedly. That's why people are rating. What makes him the Jamaican people are some big joker. What makes him the worst batsman?
Worst big bat.
Worst big bat. The man is averaging 56, brother. More than Sachin, more than Brian, but him are the worst big bat. Telling us, you know, no sound of weird, you know, brother. I'm not impressed with no reasoning. None at all. All right, give me another one, Miss B. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Mr. Higgins, just see, you see, if you don't speak to Dwight, he's going to say something that he knows that you didn't say just to draw you out. Wanna bet? No, me not bet, because that is how Dwight operates.
Well, today he didn't say anything.
Well, give him another another time when me not have much to say. Gentlemen, didn't Froome win the Acosta Cup 1 year? Yes.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, Froome win one of the year. I think Petersfield win one of the year as well.
They did?
Yeah. So we've had, and here the thing with Bun me, you know. Yeah, so when I was going to Mannings, Froome, I want like a
Ray
race school. You know. Godfrey Stewart, a Savsec that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Petersfield up that side there. None of them was rated ahead of Mannings.
Yeah.
Now all of them come win the cup, you know. And Mannings can't win the cup. Boy, I tell you, it's sad. Back on line, hello.
Hello, afternoon, man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle, oh yeah.
Oh, you know, get drunk, man. Oh, well, man, notice a little thing on the program from December coming. When you guys talking, it just cut off. Sometimes in a conversation and I'd come up or something come up. I don't understand. And I watch it from December till now. Probably late November, December.
You know, somebody said to me that you are listening on the radio and then just commercial.
Yeah, Franco said it before.
Yeah.
No, it happened. It is happening indeed. Franco mentioned it.
Sometimes when you have a conversation with your Melo, I did sit down and it just cut off and you're talking, you don't listen for the conversation and just cut off. We're not going to fix it in because a whole part of time I notice it now.
We'll make the technical people aware of it, my boss.
I'm a listener more than a caller. You must know something.
No, and Franco called the program and said it as well.
Yeah. All right. Sometimes see if I'm from more.
Yeah, man. All right, man from Uncle. Big up.
Okay.
All right, so that's man from Uncle. Yeah, we'll talk to the relevant people and see if that can be sorted out. The text them, they done? All right. Few minutes.
By the way, has Miguel Coley done any interview or anything of the sorts?
Him there?
Since being appointed?
No, him can't. Me not think him there. It is March. Him required for. So.
Well, a modern time now, you know, you have Zoom and everything.
And them so.
Yeah. It will be nice because many think he will eventually become the head coach.
I think so as well. Make we go back on probably for the last one. Hello.
The line they drop.
It dropped?
Yeah, that person. Yeah.
Was that the 676 line him call? Call on 615-2841. That's 615-2841.
Wait, how do you hear from G-Star? Vex and Nana call.
We try again. The less I have to say on that, the better. Hello.
Yes, hello, good afternoon, Arville. Good afternoon, Zidane.
Is who this again? Afternoon.
Kwame Otamantico there.
Who?
Kwame Otamantico.
Kwame, yeah, say Kwame, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm in Kingston today, you know, because you know, since Hurricane Melissa passed through, it seems like them blow away Omega, yeah, them blow the whole station. I haven't been able to listen, so it's a breath of fresh air being in Kingston and be able to tune into the program. So just before I drive out of town, I decided to just call in the program and just big up the man, tell them how refreshing it is to be finally hearing my favorite station, you know?
Yeah, I feel it for the people along that side, boy.
So. Yeah, because when Hurricane Melissa passed through, it was like, I mean, you were like in some form of nuclear fallout where no form of communication, no cell phone,
it's like
no radio.
You're like a caveman.
Yeah.
Yes.
So other stations have been restored, but this station have not. So I'm not sure what can be done so that we can.
You have access to the internet while in Mobile?
Yes, but you see, sometimes because sometimes I'm listening while at work.
Yeah,
it's best to a particular medium, you know.
Okay, me understand.
So that I can remain undetected, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, man, me understand. Yeah.
But anyway, still, I don't have much time because I know that the time is short. So I'll leave my sports commentary for another time. But big up the man them and just happy to hear the man them voice.
All right, sir. Good.
Big up yourself, yeah.
All right, so we can actually take one more now, Miss B. With about 4 minutes left. So if anybody call now, you can get to definitely run the anchor leg on the sports desk. You know what has been, I would say, the most peaceful program since the year start?
By far.
Not for pressure no man, nobody not pressure me. I saw no one on the program. Oh, I say, I saw them on the program, Miss V. But if you don't say nothing bramble, then no say the program won't go.
All right, we'll take the last one.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, hey, about Steve Smith, he's the worst big bats. Because he don't play for my team and he is not entertaining. So
Is you made a comment? Is you text that comment through?
No, I didn't, but I heard when you read it.
He's not entertaining?
Yeah, because remember now, sports is entertainment for people who...
No. Steve Smith is probably the most entertaining batsman in a cricket.
Not entertaining to me. I don't
Wait, what you call entertaining? Steve Smith go on with the amount of gimmicks and thing when him a bat. It's hard to take your eye off him. But what you call not entertaining?
Listen, man. Listen. Let me explain it to you.
Yeah.
If I want gimmicks, I will go and watch Oliver.
But it's not just gimmicks. It's substance too, you know.
Listen. When I watch cricket, I watch it for a certain thing. And
like
he's
what?
ugly to me. He's ugly to me.
Him ugly.
So if he was playing for West Indies, I would have rated him because then him runs will have value to me. So the Australian them can rate him because him runs have value to them. So me not rate him.
Me don't know how. Hey.
It's like I'm a rate shoe.
How can I don't know what to call ugly runs in my boss.
You not have to know. You know.
There is no way a man can be averaging 50 yards with a 50 yard strike rate and be considered ugly. Me don't understand that term there.
What do you mean?
No. You ever, how do you cover drive the ball to the boundary? Ugly.
With your narrative, you don't understand.
No. What is ugly runs to you? Or unattractive runs to you?
Listen. This
at 50 yard, and so like Courtney Walsh where it's about laughter with him step.
Listen, if in this place for West Indies, he would have been.
No, but you said that already, you know, but you're not telling me what is ugly.
Say it again.
Yeah, but
say it again. Listen. More I understand.
No, but you're not answering the question. No, what is ugly run?
No, I'm not the fan child. Listen, what me I tell you. Me I say this to you.
Yeah.
If he played for West Indies, he would be the greatest.
I hear you, my boss, and me understand that.
What does not stop me?
But what is unattractive? Then, but
I forgot. Continue if you understand.
Unattractive run.
Stop me and can't understand.
All right, go on.
All right, so you see, just the fact that if I ever watch cricket, I need the entertainment value from it. It must be what I consider attractive. I watch. If I don't consider it attractive, no. If I was going to look on an average book, I'm going to say, okay, let's go watch average books. Then him probably have
yeah, but Carla, we hear that, man. He wants you to explain why the runs are unattractive.
That is what
I just did.
You did?
No,
you
just told us about what you feel. But remember, no, if me I go pay my money for what something, it must be attractive.
You're dodging.
You're dodging, man. He's not telling me what about Smith's runs that are unattractive.
But it doesn't matter. It's subjective. It must be attractive to me.
What do you call attractive?
Yeah, because I can explain why that girl is attractive to me, and the other one is not attractive. I cannot break it. No, but you're not breaking it down for us.
Him not tell me why.
Him same don't need to. Him same don't have to. Him can't.
It just has to be unattractive to me.
No, you're
explain to you.
You're kind of bramble. In fact, that him not explain to you, you mean you're bramble.
It's not that him not explain. You really can't.
Me can be bramble to you as well. I mean, alright.
Because Steve Smith has all the shots.
Hey, what's your name, Carla?
At the first bramble call for the day.
Call us tomorrow. Call us tomorrow.
You want argument here or nothing?
No argument, no. Just look past Steve Smith a bat again with him cover drive a cricket ball or him cut or him pull. What is unattractive about that? Boy, I tell you. Anyway.
Big up yourself. We appreciate the call nonetheless.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
All right, so that's the last one, the very last one. We nearly create a little vibe, but maybe it was a good thing that it was the very last one. But it could be a very interesting.
Yeah, man.
Because that's it, you know.
Yeah, man. All right.
Jonathan, man.
Solar.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and Sports Desk. That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays 1 to 4 p.m. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, the Sports Desk.
Ah, boy. What am I going to do about this now?
What happened to you, missus?
My car broke down and I can't get the parts.
Parts? So you never hear about Dangels? And them are the done in the parts world, you know? Them have parts for Hyundai, Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Mazda, Subaru, you name it. Them have it.
Visit Danjel Auto Spares and Accessories in Kingston at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone